Welcome to Pokemon Starsigns. This is a non-funded, fan-made D&D Pokemon Tabletop Adventures 3, tabletop game. I'm Krillic running this, and you will meet our guests soon enough. Outside of that, let's just get right into our story. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. We will venture into a story that takes place 10 years after the main events of the Sun and Moon series. But don't worry if you haven't seen or played it, because this is the beginning of a new story. One that follows 3 new protagonists that we will meet very shortly. They are all here in Alola for reasons of their own, as Melee Island is holding the celebration ceremony for the 7th year of peace, with only minor Ultra Beast incidents, all within Hau'oli City. Salt hangs in the air, not only from the water surrounding, but also from a varied assortment of foods. But salty snacks aren't all that's available. Savory chicken long rice, sumptuous huli chicken, Kahlua pig, refreshing and well-salted Komikomo salmon, and so much more. Finally, while there are plenty of games to play, keeping both children and adults content, nothing takes attention more than the mock trials. This is where Island Kahuna will hold unofficial grand trials for those visiting, and it is this that attracts people from all over the world who want to test themselves against the newly established Alolan League. Moments before landing, aboard the Mariner's Melodic, a ship that brings people to Alola, we find 2 of our characters aboard. If you would, between our 2 guests on our boat, Heels and Thunderzolt, could you please roll a d20, no modifiers, to see who goes first?
That would be a 13 for Heels.
So, in which case, Thunder, if you could describe your physical appearance, and maybe if you have your Pokemon out with you, you can describe your Pokemon as well, as you are sitting upon the Mariner's Melodic, probably on board on the top deck as you're looking over the water. On occasion, you might see a Mantine float overhead and then land back in the water. In the distance, you might have seen Whalmer or Whale Lord. But right now, it's just a beautiful scene as you have finally started to see the island of Melee ahead of you, and you're approaching it quite rapidly. Not in a dangerous sense, but what are you doing on the boat? What are you up to after you describe your character?
Odin is a young man that is excited to travel to the Alola region. He's had some family here, but this is his first time himself, and he's just a young, bright protagonist type of boy, ready to take on the world.
Perfect. And do you have any of your Pokemon out with you or anything like that?
And his trusty Litten is by his side, always out of his Pokeball.
Okay. You've had some people actually pass by you, and you've had especially one individual that seems to be at least somewhat, if they're not native to Alola, they are a regular tourist of it, wearing a full-on, colored, flowery overshirt with no shirt underneath and those tan shorts. He's kind of reaching dad bod levels, but not quite there. As he looks at you and just, your Litten there.
Yeah, what's good?
Is it okay? Is there...
It spilled mustard on itself in the morning. It'll get better soon.
Roll a deception check. Roll that deception check.
First roll of the game.
4.
He gives you a bit of a look, and then seeing that you're a kid, he looks at the Litten, looks back at you. Do you mind if I were to... Can I check your Litten? Are you okay with that? I used to do some field research, and I just want to make sure it's okay.
I don't know. I don't trust strangers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable.
Okay, that is perfectly fine. I can let it be. It doesn't from a quick check, just from looking at your lid, it doesn't look unhealthy or anything like that. Just the coloration threw me off. I wasn't quite ready for that.
Maybe it's in a Alola form.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. You have yourself a great time in Alola. I'm gonna go somewhere else. And he just oh.
Yeah, no, have a great day, man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
You as well. And he simply walks off. Is there anything else? Is there anything that you would like to do with just a little bit of time that you have before you would land?
No, I'm just thinking and looking at the water. And that's it.
All right. Heels.
Yes, sir.
Where would you be on this very same boat, the Mariner's Melodic?
Are we getting close to port?
You very much are, but you've probably got a good maybe hour before landing. You can see, if you've been paying attention, that there are some levels of correspondence as some of the bird Pokemon have been going back and forth between the ship and directly to the docks.
Fair enough, then yeah, I'd be standing out towards the back, frantically trying to finish up my latest creation, get it all kind of chopped up, cut up, stored, and basically get Smoker wiped down, get the place cleared out, and then just clean up and get ready to go. Hook up the bike, or kind of secure everything down.
Are you sorry, just bear with me for a second. Are you what is your creation? Are you cooking? Or you said a smoker?
Oh yeah, so I'm doing some brown sugar barbecue short ribs right there on the smoker. Got Ditto out trying to help. He's more cleaning up the front.
Roll a I forget if it's either. I will let you choose because it's a one shot, so I don't really care. Sleight of hand or survival of your choosing for how well these short ribs are really put together, please.
We'll throw some sleight of hand out there.
All right.
Temporary bonus. You said submit. That's a 9.
It's a little hard. At one point, the waves got a little bit too much. People were. Sometimes it's less about how well you're cooking it, and it's more about the resources you have, and also about how many people are moving around the deck on top of the waves, because there may have been some lantern moving by, and they usually don't come up to the surface. So people may have.
The pellets, boat rocked, pellets flew. Fire flared up, kind of smoked them a little bit too much, kind of burnt them. So I'm gonna probably end up marking them as burnt ends after I strip the meat, and we'll be good to go. But just let me know when you're ready for that yield description.
Yeah, you may describe your character as you're now marking them up as the bird's ends, and Ditto's probably trying to get a little bit of a bite here or there.
Yeah, so Karaticus Dubois, a fancy lad if you've ever seen one, hailing from the ye old Hoenn region. You start at the bottom of this guy, this chap. He's got this just pristine leather wingtip shoes with a nice golden clasp on there, and just over the hem, tucked over it, is this burnt orange corduroy leisure suit that goes full 3-piece up to the top. However, the coat is just so gingerly hung to the side of the station, and you see this white robe with the silken vest, and then 2 big brown the suspender straps hooked over, and then around his waist is this real thick overlay apron to make sure obviously no grease or sauce splatter gets on him. You get up to the neck, and he's got this kind of maroon necktie with some silver striping going down the side. Once you get to the face, and you get the longer you look, it's hard to tell. He's somewhere between the age of 13 and 46.
Oh,
Because it's a real young-looking mustache with a clean-shaven chin, going into a full mutton chop sideburn, into locks of just this wavy auburn hair.
You absolutely get plenty of I don't want to say scrupulous necessarily. That's not the right word, but it feels like the right word. You get plenty of looks because you have, like you said, you got kind of the more frame, and then maybe a kid runs up to you, and when you turn around, or maybe an adult turns you around because you're some kid with a grill, and then they see your face, they're just lost, to say the least. They at that point kind of leave you alone and look at the grill, look back at you, look at the Ditto, cock their head to the side, and just walk away. They just walk away.
They look at the Ditto, and that's probably the more disconcerting part, because you see next to the leisure suit jacket, you see hung next to it a very simple Ditto-sized butler jacket. And you look at the Ditto, and he's got a waistband, like a cummerbund waistband, with the same suspender straps going over him, and that's all he's wearing right now. So it's a sight to behold.
It's a little fancy Ditto.
Can I ask a question? When this Ditto, you know what? No, we'll reveal that later. I don't need to. Even as DM, I don't want to know the answer until later if it comes up.
Also,
I'm proud of that decision.
Real quick, it's killing me. Look back at me. Back at the Ditto. Now back at me. The Ditto's me. I've got burnt in.
I roll. Actually, no. You already rolled your sleight of hand. Odin, if you could, then, as I will start calling people by their character names as we go forward, roll a perception check for me.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing could go for you, Kraticus.
Dirty 24, Karaticus Dubois on his perception check.
God dang. Okay.
Wait, does it have a different name?
Yes.
Perception, the same area where you just did your bluff deception. It's on the right side, one more down.
Oh, concentration?
No, on the other side, under nature.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Welcome back to. Oh my God! And go ahead, you get to announce your number here.
20.
Nice, dirty 20. All right, yeah, both of you, in your separate situations, begin to hear a commotion. You hear plates clash and metalware, silverware just start to clatter as maybe you'll start looking around. And it isn't long before you start to look at one of the doors that lead downstairs. And within a second, you watch as the door basically blasts open, and you see these two Pokemon run out. Not fighting, but maybe a little too overly excitedly running around. You see fire and ice just start to go around, not burning anybody or hurting anybody, but they are clearly not incredibly happy on this boat. As you see a Vulpix and another white Vulpix, if you would know for our audience, and a Alolan Vulpix, running around clearly concerned. And they're running amok on the top deck now. You do hear more noises coming out from underneath, but they sound further away as these two Pokemon are being avoided by other passengers on this boat. What do you two do?
Hey, I'm gonna check it out. That noise was crazy.
You start to run over to
Yeah, I start running over. Yeah.
So as you start to run over, both of the Vulpix look at you, and let me see. the red Vulpix is the one that stays and kind of gets down into a stance as it stares at you, while the white Vulpix runs off in the opposite direction. But now you have this red Vulpix paws down, the tail is swaying, and it's squinting at you just a bit.
I would like to chase after the Alolan Vulpix since I'm interested in Alolan Pokemon.
The second you start to take a step forward, even if as you're thinking about it, the red Vulpix matches your step, almost blocking your way.
Oh. I approach it trying to calm down Vulpix.
Okay. What do you say? Or what do you do while trying to calm it down?
I send Litten to negotiate it.
Send Litten to negotiate?
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, go ahead and roll. Oh gosh. Litten doesn't necessarily have. I would say you can roll an animal handling. Should be in that same skill section. As Litten is assisting you to some capacity, and this Vulpix sees that there's a Pokemon with you.
Actually, it's a Pokemon handling.
It's a Pokemon handling.
What the
I
heck?
got 20.
Oh. I was gonna say, you gotta scroll down. I thought you had a 20 also. Looks like you got a 4 on that one.
Oh.
You notice with sending out a Litten that you have now doubled the number of individuals blocking it from going the way that it wants to go. And in that moment, it looks like it has a little bit of fire ready to burst out. But we'll come back to you. Karaticus, as you are turning around, you see the same sight. And you do see the red Vulpix staring down this young-looking kid, another kid that is with his cat Pokemon. I don't know if you would know a Litten, but you have a cat Pokemon. And while the other Vulpix, the white Vulpix, is going your way towards the front of the boat more than anything. What do you do?
Well, first, it's a hard roll of the eyes. Wonderful. Ditto, could you please go play with them or see if we can help him out a little bit here? And he wipes off like some of the meat, the grease, the shavings off that we were trying to get cleaned up. Grab a handful of that and start to coax him like, "Hey, come here, my friend. Come. You need to be over here. No, not that way. Come here." And try to show him that as Ditto transforms and tries to, do like the cutesy roll and try to like play and goad him into having fun.
I assume because it's using its transform skill, it is transforming into the white Vulpix here.
The white Vulpix, yes.
Okay.
Trying to match.
You may also roll your add Pokemon handling then.
Come on. Pokemon handling. Right over here. Submit. 13.
With a
Marginally better.
13, the white Vulpix kind of at first looking at the food didn't seem to care, but suddenly seeing another one of its kind up here begins to slowly like do the little happy trot over actually and investigate this Ditto Vulpix that you have now. And it seems as though
Keep in mind, Ditto Vulpix is still wearing the cummerbund suspenders full garb.
That's what my question was going to be earlier. So, you with that then, it looks like just on surface level very easily, you can see that this Vulpix is good and placated. It's happy as long as you have your Ditto kind of giving it attention, okay?
Yeah, kind of like the paw push, run away, circle around, get down, try to play. Bounces like left, right, shifts a little bit, and then goes from there.
Perfect. You do see, however, as you look over, you do see the other red Vulpix staring down still. And now it's at this point that you see the little licks of flame around, like coming out of its mouth a little bit, but you see the tails beginning to uncurl. And now you have both,
Yeah.
so Kraticus or Odin, both of you have an opportunity each to do something potentially before the Vulpix gets a little bit more defensive here.
Lidden, I feel like you can take this guy on. Because we're here to be the best. And we're not going to lose to a Vulpix of all people. So I definitely want to fight it.
Gonna go into a Pokemon battle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In which case, I will have... So you're gonna roll your... oh my gosh. You're gonna roll... Everyone roll initiative except for Biggins, of course.
Initiative is just speed, or
Yeah, it should be roll
remind me that one
speed.
is.
And I will do the same for this Vulpix here. Which has...
Kraticus Dubois got a 16.
All right. I do not have a map for this one. This could have gone 100 different ways. So your speed, Thunder, is going to be up. It's not going to be a skill. It's going to be one of those Pokeballs.
Okay. 17.
And then could you also open up your Litten and roll for Litten as well? Unless... So you do that, and then Kraticus, I don't know if you are having Ditto join this. I assume you're leaving Ditto where they are.
18.
For right now, yeah, we're gonna hold tight. If it gets to my turn and we need to readjust, we'll play it from there.
Perfect. All right. In which case, we are officially in a Pokemon battle. Right off the bats, Litten is a close friend. It is your starter Pokemon, Odin. As such, it knows how to defend itself and fight in a battle for the most part without having any real direction if it is moving faster than you. So in this case, you can have Litten complete a move as you might wish.
Lidden, use Ember.
And you can go ahead and click the Ember on there. That is so it rolls a 7. That is... Oh. That should... Unless I am looking at this wrong, that actually should hit. Yeah, sorry. That does hit for... Just as the Litten fires off, would you like to describe how this Ember... Is it really an Ember?
Yeah, it's like an Ember, but it has like little electric shocks, like aftershocks around it.
And as that collides with this Vulpix, it looks very confused, but it is still up. Already kind of looking a lot more damage than you would expect it to look. But that is Litten's turn. We'll just keep this one simple instead of having to worry about movement and swing it back onto your turn, and you can do as you wish there. Odin, it is your turn.
But is Vulpix
The Vulpix is still up. It's just looking a lot worse already.
I definitely don't want to hurt it too badly. I just want it to calm it down. So I want to try to renegotiate with it again now.
Okay. You can go ahead and... What do you do to renegotiate? And you can always roll your Pokemon handling right afterwards. And I will...
6.
And that is... As you put, like, your hands up after your Litten attacks it, this Vulpix kind of backs up from you. It doesn't look like it's actually as aggressive as it was earlier, but it's still... Now it's a little bit more scared. I would allow you to roll insights.
16.
Yeah, you look at this Pokemon, it is not a Pokemon meant for battle. This is This is a Pokemon that you have now cracked with some electricity and is now frightened because you don't know whose it is, but it has not seen battle before. Kraticus, or unless there's any, that should be your action bonus action. I assume that would be all from you.
Yeah, that's all.
Kraticus, it is now your turn.
So Ditto still has the white Vulpix in pretty good shape. Like they're at least amicable right now.
Yeah, as you look over, you're seeing that they're having tea at this point. They're straight up just having tea over some of the burnt ends.
Perfect. So he knows what to do. He knows how to get it. Little upset that he's getting into like the good stuff, but fair enough. So I still got like the handle, like the scraps. Kraticus is gonna kind of run over. What? No, what are you doing? This is not a Pokemon for fighting. Jesus Christ, my friend. You're not, this is... Who told you how to fight? And he tries to like go into the, like kind of steps in front of the Litten a little bit and tries to offer some of the food to this other one. It's like, no, come here, my friend. This is no place for you. Where's your trainer?
Go ahead and roll Pokemon handling, sir.
Click the wrong button. Scrolling down. Pokemon handling. Submit. That's a 6. Crushing those rolls.
Oh my god, I even rolled, because I haven't been giving you guys advantage or disadvantage. I've just been kind of rolling extra on my end. Oh gosh, what is this Vulpix gonna do? I need to make an additional roll just to figure out. You know what? No. As you come up, this Vulpix looks at you. This Vulpix looks at the Litten. The Vulpix looks at Odin, and between all three of you, it starts to back up towards the door and just close it. It just grabs it by the paw and just slowly closes it. And within maybe 3 seconds, 3 or 6 seconds, you know, the time for a round, that it closes that door. The door then swings right back open, and you are seeing at least... Well, no, because the other person wasn't. You're seeing somebody garbed in a full lab coat, her hair is pulled back into a braid, just solid rimmed glasses, and you can see that on her lab coat, it's just patched up from burn marks or from a little bit of like icicles here or there. You can see the damage fairly visibly. But she looks perfectly fine, and she is holding the red Vulpix as it is very much guiltily hanging in her arms, like as she holds it underneath, gently. And she looks at the three of you, including the Litten, and it's just, where's the other one? We'll have to deal with, we'll deal with it later. Where's the other one?
I have no clue. Your crazy Pokemon just attacked us.
No, they're looking for the other one, you nut. Anyways, no, my friend, they're over here. They're doing great. We're taking care of the whole situation. Do not worry about them.
She slowly leans over and sees the dressed up Vulpix playing with her Vulpix and just looks back at you, Kraticus. I'm sorry. You have an Alolan Vulpix.
Yeah, I think the word you're looking for is that I'm amazing. You're welcome. Here you go. And kind of like comes over and like shuffles him along towards the researcher. Or the lady in the lab coat.
You can see the visible dismay as the Alolan Vulpix doesn't want to go. And as it looks back at your Ditto transforms back into its normal Ditto form, and you see just that first what was a look of I found a friend, I'm happy, into a look of what is that thing? I'm confused, but I'm still kind of happy I had something. She does pick up the Vulpix, and now they're both in air jail as she looks at you again. So, okay, I apologize. I'm Professor Pixie it has been a very long trip here on this boat. These two do not like being holed up in the slightest, and they got a little bit too much cabin fever, if you would. I am so sorry to the both of you. Are either of you hurt? Or is your Litten hurt? Are either of you hurt?
I think Litten's pretty tough. He's doing just fine, but I kind of have a question for you.
Sure.
What do you know about the Aether Foundation?
I mean, I'd say just as much as anyone else in the public, but I guess it depends on what you're looking for. Like, in what terms? I mean, they've been functioning and assisting with any of the threats in the area, and making sure things are of sound safety, to my knowledge.
It's all good then, so never mind.
Okay, fair enough. I do apologize. She immediately starts to, now that she's calming down, you're Litten. What's what you see, like that anime twinkle in the glasses. Where did you get that, Litten?
He's just a regular Litten.
No. I know Alolan Pokemon. That is the primary reason why I'm coming to Alola, to study them better. And that is not a normal Alolan Litten.
Yeah, he just spilled mustard on himself this morning. He's pretty silly sometimes.
You're not very good at lying. Look, I understand. If you are not comfortable, I will not force you to answer anything. But if we're all going to be on Melee for the festivities, maybe after the festivities, you could bring the Litten around and to one of the facilities. Maybe bring it to Kukui, and we can sit down and have some discussions, and I'll be sure to treat all of the both of you and your Pokemon to something nice. That way it's a little bit more comfortable and in your favor. How does that sound?
That's actually pretty nice. Thanks.
Of course. Now, I will take these two, kind of shifts with the two Vulpix. May I get your names, the two of you?
Well, I'm Odin.
Nice to meet you. And you with the mustache combo, everything going on here? I'm sorry.
At this point, he had already returned, like, cleaning up his mess and, like, getting ready to throw out all of the food that just was rejected by two Pokemon. I'm very sorry. I'm Karaticus Dubois of the Dubois family. Yes, pleasure.
I will have her roll on that one now. Understood. Thank you both once more. And like I said, you're both very much invited to come partake in some food and, maybe some light. Just anything nice. You know what? You name it. When you get there, you can have it. You prevented a small disaster for me. And as that scene closes, we are going to move over to the island itself while you guys are still on the boats. We sit here as the previous festivities are ongoing. This is all being set up. Some people are already playing, and a lot of these stands are letting out just the mouth-watering smells as that salt hangs in the air, the spices and peppers, everything going. There's a sweetness in the air even. As some breads are made, you have the fruits being set out, and Biggins, you are walking your way between all the stands, looking around, and you know that the next boat of people will be coming off soon. Sometimes it's nice just to see who is coming off. But could you please describe your character and what you are doing?
All right. So my character's a younger man, but still, he's about 27, 28 years old. He's had a rambunctious youth, so he has a teal-colored hair. He's wearing an old uniform from a disbanded group. For those in the know, he is an ex-Team Skull member. But he didn't just abandon the look. He still wears the uniform, just not properly. He doesn't wear the bandana over his face. He wears it around his neck. He still has the medallion, but it's inside of an old ratty coat. He has a large, long, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a trench coat. Mm-hmm. It's torn and kind of a little worse for wear. Same with his shoes. He's got a pair of like hiking boots that have hiked many a time, and a pair of white khaki like long shorts that go past his knee, that have got more holes than a golf course.
And is there anything in particular that you're doing? Otherwise, no, I'll leave it at that.
I am rummaging through a trash can. I am very homeless.
As you are rummaging through a trash can, you get a bump on the shoulder, and then a folded piece of paper is thrown in.
I'll pick up the paper, look around, and then look at the paper.
As per usual, in terms of how you were told anything, you're told to definitely keep your eye on the boat. There has been a weird occurrence in which a person in a lab coat and her 2 Pokemon were roaming around, to say the least, and had to be retained by 2 younger individuals. There's like a deliberate question mark put around, like right after the word younger. Don't know what that means, but that's what the paper says.
And as per protocol, he goes, not again. Folds it up, squishes it, tosses it in the trash can, and finds a half-eating Malasala that he's like, oh, finally. Oh. And he will go to the docks.
Do you have either of your Pokemon out currently?
Yes. Gavani is always out of his Pokeball.
The Gavani, the Golett. Any special description for your Golett as well, since I offered that to the other 2?
Yes. He has a Team Skull bandana on his forehead, like wearing it kind of like a do-rag.
Okay.
And he has a Team Skull necklace around his neck. Or no, he has it like, you know, the little where the little like plate for a Golurk would be.
Yep.
He has Team Skull neck chain right there, like covering up where it would be.
I half imagine this. I half imagine Giovanni just constantly, because it has limitless energy theoretically, just constantly throwing up Team Skull movements at all times.
Absolutely, but they're very like robotic, because he's got those little weird arms. So he has to like twist his body to do like the motions.
Okay. So I assume you make your way towards kind of it's not really full on docks there. It's docks. There's not like import trade here. It's literally where this one boat typically drops off at all times. It's a ferry.
Yeah. He'll lean up against one of like the I forget what they're called. The little posts on the dock where they like tie the boats off.
Yep.
He'll lean up on one of those and just like He'll lean up on that and just keep eating that half-eaten malasala.
As you bite, you know what? I want you to roll me a sleight of hand. We're gonna see how good this malasada is.
All right, sleight of hand. I'm not that good at that. That'd be a 19.
God dang. Yeah. Dion, your malasada's pretty good. You don't know what happened, but you realize very, very quickly that with the fried goodness of the outside of it and just how soft it is on the inside, it's still a little warm. Whoever bit this simply just did not like the flavor of it and must have thrown it out basically immediately. And it is yours for the taking on this.
Everything's coming up, Dion.
As you do sit there, though, I would like you to roll a perception check for me.
All right. That's a dirty 20.
God damn! Oh, well, now I'm the first one to swear, so I have to bleep
First.
that. I have to bleep that at 44 minutes. All right. Oops.
Not it. Yes.
Not it. Now, as you're sitting there, you're taking a look over the docks. You're seeing some of the wingo fly overhead. You see one of them steal some kid's French fry. Excuse me. You're watching.
I laugh.
You're watching a peck away at one of the trees, and at one point you could have sworn the tree moved, and the peck got scared. But whatever. It's whatever it is. It's fine. But as you continue looking around and listening, not just looking, you look past all the smell, or you let your senses go past the smells. You let it go past the noise of the crowds ongoing. And actually, I should do ourselves a favor and switch us over to the music of the festival. And you start to notice that the kahuna of Melee seems very, very concerned. Saranga, who is, just for audience's sake, garbed in actually very similar attire to the kahuna of old. And you, having known her for quite some time, would know that she is actually the granddaughter of our kahuna past, Hapu. The yellow overcoat, patterned in those same native flowers, dawned upon her frame, and instead of a deep blue undershirt, it's a teal one. Her hair tied up with small wavy locks floating down around her head. She is talking to some of the other individuals here who typically rangers or other trainers, but as she talks, you can even without an insight, you can very easily tell she is concerned. And these other individuals, they kind of like make a motion as if like their hands are tied or something's wrong where they can't help or something, but you can't quite hear from this distance what exactly is going on. You just know and see the tiny bit of commotion happening.
I look at the boat, back at her, does the boat look like it's going to be a minute?
It's going to be a minute.
All right, and then I will, I'll put my hands in my pockets and start strolling over there. How old is this kahuna, by the way?
It's definitely one of the younger kahunas, but it's not the first time that this has happened. She's still like mid to late 20s though, so she's not like a child.
Okay.
I say that being 25 and basically just describing myself as a child still.
A wee baby.
Hey, I do my best. But yeah, you approach her. As you get closer, you do hear her.
Oi.
Yes, what? Oh, hello. Dion.
You know it's DG.
I'm sorry, it's already been a bit of a day with everything being set up and everything going on, and I'm trying to make sure that when the mock trials start, any of the problems that will happen can be resolved rather quickly.
Oh, what can I do?
I if you can get somebody to go with you, because I know you're very capable, but we don't have any of the citrus berries. I'm just gonna say it flat out. We do not have any of these citrus berries available to us right now. We needed to go pick them up, and when we did, the ones that we got have already started to kind of rot. They usually don't go bad this quickly, so we're in a little bit of a shock. We're not sure why. It could just simply be a fluke, but in order to ensure that any of the Pokemon battles do not have any more permanent consequences from any individuals that may not be ready for a Pokemon battle, that we have these fruits to bring back the vitality of these Pokemon. I know we could always bring them to the Pokemon centers, but these fruits are very important for at least getting that midway point, like a triage of sorts. I realize who I'm explaining this to.
He gives the little eyebrows like, uh-huh.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, I know. I actually have a player question. Would these count as a food?
The citrus berries?
Yes.
They would count as a food, but they are specific. I believe they should be specific within the game. In this case, they do need specifically a citrus berries, but it sounds like you have a follow-up question.
Because I have a class feature that would be very useful right now.
Oh?
I have food scavenger.
Studying nature has led to a knack of surviving in it. After spending 20 minutes in wild terrain, you find enough food and water for a whole day for up to 7 humans in our program. So, I will say this then. I will follow it up. Let's say how about you bring up how that works for you, like in character. I'll let you, and then I'll follow you up. I got you.
That's easy. My second Pokemon, Gaz, or Guz, excuse me, not Gaz. Guz can sniff them. He's got a good sniffer.
Perfect. I do appreciate them. How about this then? If you could, then we simply want you to head on over to Verdant's Cavern. That is where all that beautiful, lush growth is, and it's where we got these citrus berries from. You know that no other citrus berry, no other fruits or vegetable, or any other plant for that matter, could grow nearly as well in any other area than there. So, maybe if you could, I will ensure you are repaid properly for your services, DG.
It's not a problem, Kahuna. I had it.
Perfect, thank you. That'll take a load off of me, and I could go worry about making sure the other Kahuna don't go overboard with what they have to do. They get a little too excited knowing that maybe a champion from other region might be here, and then they go a little bit too hard against some of the younger trainers in that sense. So,
sounds like a lot of fun. Not my problem. I'll get you berries.
Thank you, and I'm sorry?
I'll get you berries.
Oh, understood. Sorry, go ahead, thank you, and don't be afraid to enjoy some of the festivities as well. We've got, a little bit of time before the larger part of those mock trials come in, but the sooner the better. So thank you, and I'm gonna go talk to the rest of those Kahuna. And she like horridly shuffles off.
All right. When she's away, I'm gonna go ahead and roll my neck, crack my knuckles, and I'm gonna pull a netball out of my pocket
All right.
and doosh, throw it, toss it out, and a small little Weedle boop, pops out.
You see the Weedle begin to like look around, stretch, kind of wiggle the head a little bit, and then stare right at you.
How you doing, buddy?
It's just like the little chirp, like the kind of chirping noises that Weedle would do, and then
It melts my heart.
is just lets that glisten of the eyes. Weedle, or your, oh gosh, what is the name of your Weedle?
Guz.
Guz is looking happy and healthy, and is kind of taking in some of the smells in the area, knowing that it will eat vegetables or fruits when available.
Yes. And just a note for the other players, both of these Pokemon look way more well-kept than me. Golett is pristine and shiny, and the Weedle is plump and healthy.
Just on the verge of becoming a Kakuna, but it refuses.
Yeah. So I'm going to pick Weedle up, like I let him crawl up on my arm, and then he crawls up on top of Guz.
All right.
And we just start stomping off to the Verdant Cavern.
As you do so, you do notice that the boat is beginning to dock.
And I just I like
And something does click in your head. You were told that some Pokemon did run around while on the boat, but some individuals ended up getting a hold of them and calming them down or something along those lines. So maybe there's somebody competent on board and you were told not to go alone.
Criminy. I just Giovanni, come on. Let's go to this boat. Let's see what's going on.
Giovanni salutes and then begins freestyling the hands as he walks with you, or it walks with you.
Weedle just kind of wiggles on top every time it moves. Because it's suction cupped on there with his little feet.
Oh, God.
All right, I'll make my way back to the boat.
So, you make your way back towards where you had yourself posted up with your Malasada. You finish it up, now in peace, just waiting for the boat. And the boat does arrive as Odin and Karatakis, you are able to set off and actually step foot for the first time in Alola. What do you guys do as you're walking off?
Hey, mustache dude.
Yes, how can I help?
I just wanted to thank you for everything that happened. You know, I didn't know how to operate. This is my first time in Alola. It's scary, you know?
Oh, goodness, boy. Come on, man. There's no problem at all here. You did what you could. You tried what you know. Sometimes things just need a little bit more of a delicate touch, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, but what about you? What Pokemon do you have?
I believe this is what's known as a Ditto.
Ditto.
They're quite
never seen
useful.
one.
It's hard to notice. They're not what they seem to be. Now, this one seems to just like being in his, au naturel, minus the suspenders. He's rather attached. And at this point, you see he's now in his full, tuxedo suit and has a little cloth over his arm. And he just kind of, wiggles and bobs and weaves in his little goopy boy form.
Yeah, he's a gentleman. That's so cool.
And a scholar, my good sir.
What are you doing here then? What are you up to?
My friend, I'm Karatakis Dubois. I go where I'm needed. And today, I hear there's a festival apparently, so my good butler Watson, he arranged this whole vacation for me. I'm going to go serve some food to those that, I don't know, I'm going to go serve some food. It's going to be great.
Food?
Now, well, yes, unfortunately...
I'm starving.
Yeah, no, these short ribs. Yeah, I was just gonna throw them out. You're more than welcome to. Nobody liked them.
Oh,
I'm looking at it more. Maybe this time some grilled salmon and maybe getting like a strawberry, pineapple, masala salsa type thing going. But I need to get all the ingredients.
All these foods or anything else, you have your Ditto transforming into them because Ditto can transform.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He's in the back, but again, all of them are with the full suit and the cloth. And then you notice, like, as I'm hooking the bike up to the cart, and I'm starting to pedal the whole thing off the ship. I suppose you're welcome to sit here. I need to go get all these ingredients and find a good place to park. I don't really know where I'm going, and then eventually I'll find a place to stay. I'm not too worried about it. I mean...
that stuff sounded delicious. Do you need help with the ingredients or anything? Like, me and Lyndon are starving. Maybe we can get a piece.
Well, it's not a problem at all, sir.
It's
he looks both intrigued and a little disgusted. And sure, I'm more than happy to let you not help, but you can at least help bring in guests and customers, I suppose. And then yes, I suppose we can help you with some of that. And then yeah, he kind of like shoves the what we're now calling burnt ends of the brown sugar barbecue short ribs and just like, here you go, good luck. I was just gonna throw these out.
As you guys
he's
are kind
just
of
pulling out,
setting up and talking, you do see the professor with her 2 Vulpix on leashes now, walk past you 2 and wave, and it's at that point, DG, that you start to connect some pieces. You see the 2 Vulpix, you see that same like scientist type person with them, and then the connection as she non-verbally addresses these 2 that probably stand out the absolute most out of anybody here.
And all this while going, the hell is a salmon?
My soul.
I will say flat out, I don't know Pokemon well enough to justify the fish that are being used. I'm going to just use words and you fill it in as needed.
I don't even think there is a salmon Pokemon, which is even funnier. Is that legendary?
But Barrascuda is the closest, maybe, because I don't know.
We'll just say it's a Magikarp, and we'll move on from this.
Yeah, we'll move on before we rack our brains too much. But yeah, you do see.
Yeah, my friend, when you have enough money, you'll find anything you need in this world. It just takes a little bit of cash.
I invented a whole new species. All right, but no, yeah, you do see.
You're doing phenomenal work, Aaron.
Oi there, you 2.
My face is like stopped eating like the food right now. Me and Lyndon are just grubbing down. Oh, what's up?
2 things. First off, may I have some of those? I am starving.
Some of what, my friend?
Gracious.
Oh, you're talking about that? Never mind. I'm sorry.
You're gonna ask the mustache dude over there. Me and Lyndon are starving. You know, we took a ship from Galar here.
Well, it's a bit far of a way, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Second thing, I heard you're looking for ingredients, yeah?
Yes, actually, yeah. We're looking for a prime piece of fish, and then we're looking for some fresh fruits and veggies. If you're so kind to point me in the right direction, my friend.
Well, it just so happens I am going to the Verdant Cave? Verdant Cave? Was that? I'm heading to a special place to get something for the kahuna here. If you would, pardon my manners. Alola. Welcome to Mele Mele.
All right. Can I ask you a question?
I'm sorry, your what hurts?
So it is a tradition around here. He puts both of his hands up in front of him and does like a big like rainbow over his head with his hands. It's a traditional greeting around here.
Hey, dude,
That
I have a
lot
question
to get used
for
to,
you.
my friend. Go ahead.
Which guy?
I'm Dion. Well, my mom told me to like avoid bad guys, and you have like, are you part of like Team Skull?
I used to be, but now I work for the Kahuna and whoever needs my help.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
am reformed, if you will.
Yeah, you seem pretty nice.
Can I get a clarifying question, my friend?
Yes, of course.
Clarifying question, my friend. I don't suppose you're, what you call him, a kahuna? Is that person a, what do you call these gray skulls? Something? Are they bad?
The worst.
Oh, this is gonna be. Do you have a minute? I can explain it a bit.
Oh no, that seems boring and pedantic. We're good. But let's just.
Very. I'm glad we can skip it. I'm going to a place to get some ingredients for the Kahuna. If you would like to join me.
Well, only if I need fish, and currently I'm thinking fish and some fresh fruits to do a salsa on it.
The fruits. I keep switching accents. I'm so sorry. The fruit. I almost did a French accent. Good gracious. The fruits will be easy. That's what I'm going for. But the fish, is that Magikarp? Is that what? Never mind.
I don't know. I don't actually catch the things. I just go to the market and get what I need.
Anyway, that's a whole nother can of orthworms to dissect.
God dang it.
There, Chris?
Yep, I'm good. No, you guys continue. You're doing great. You guys are doing fantastic.
I was instructed to go, not go alone, to my chagrin. So, and heard little birdie told me, and little picky peck told me, that you two are quite capable, and also looking for ingredients. So it would behoove us all to go do this.
I mean, if that's what it requires, but wouldn't it be just simpler to simply go and buy them? Save a lot of time.
The two things. One, that's not what I was told to do. Two, where's the fun in that?
I don't understand. It's fun to not be filthy crawling through a cave to get berries.
Agreed.
You kind of like look up and down in this fancy corduroy leisure suit.
I'm wearing we are the exact opposite person, by the way. This is very fun. Agree to disagree.
If it would help you, you also know that the
Okay.
citrus berries there are massive.
Yes, the citrus berries we have are not only the biggest in the entire world, but also the tastiest. And if you don't pick them fresh, it's just not the same. I don't know if that's true or not. Is that a deception? I don't know.
Anything you say, he's going to believe. He doesn't have any idea.
Fair enough.
Well, I suppose I'm willing. It's just more of a sort of an inconvenience. Let me find a place to park the cart here, and we can at least set up stands saying that the Grand Karaticus Dubois will be here soon, and hopefully we'll get a good sort of presence. And he pulls out his phone and starts like sending out the kind of the status update, like, "Hey, I arrived at Alola. Come see me. I'm over. Insert spot."
Don't worry,
So-
you can leave the carts in my house.
No, that's quite all right. Watson sent me up not Watson. What the hell did I say his name was? We'll go to Winthrop because I don't remember. Winthrop set up a place for me. I have a spot as part of this, whatever ambiance this is being called.
Where's it at? I probably know where it is.
Pulls up his phone and kind of shows him. He's like, I believe it's over here. Close to the hotel.
They throw rocks at me when I get close to that place.
They will not throw rocks at you. Perhaps we could get you an updated sort of attire. It's gross. But I'm sorry, I'm not judging. Everyone has their own place. Kraticus, everyone has their own place. It's fine.
growth. It's important. Yes, I know where that's at. It's actually. Is it on the way there?
You could
For the
make
sake
a
for the
quick stop. Yeah, it wouldn't be any harm.
for the sake of the story, it's on the way.
Very much.
Also, this entire time, there's just been a goal listing me just going to town on Rakdos. Just
Your Litten, Odin, has been like bobbing back and forth real happily as it watches the Golett with the team skull emblem on its chest, just breaking it down. Like you haven't seen, oddly enough, like you've seen your Litten happy, but it's like when you find your people. You know what I mean? Like you find the people who understand you, even if you haven't talked to them very long, and you're just like, oh, there's familiarity here for your Litten. And there's a new sense of, like, a different type of happiness that you can already tell, having been, without an insight check or anything like that, since they are your, like, partner Pokemon, you can see that they are very happy right now.
Yeah, I've never seen him this happy. He really likes you guys.
Every so often you see Ditto kind of like shoulders the rag and pulls out a thin measuring tape, so he's trying to measure out Dion for some new pants.
I don't have anywhere to stay, by the way, guys. So,
oh, perfect. I have a cardboard box for 2.
I'll take you up on that.
And so, I assume you guys, unless there was something else you wanted to quickly say.
No, I was just going to say, I'm sorry, perhaps I misunderstood. We're just getting some berries, right? Like, fine, I suppose you probably need the help too. Come on, we'll at least get you a place to stay for the night. Let's get these damn berries so that we can keep moving. Because I have a presence to make. And he kind of like strikes half a pose.
Ditto strikes a pose too. And so, you guys begin to set off on your way. You set the cart up, put a cover over it, put it in a nice little safe spot. You kind of like push away some sandy gas that seemed to get weirdly close for some reason. And you set off. You begin going through as you leave the the tourist city is the more apt version of this. And you begin to set off on to the next route. This route normally, let me kind of get this music out of here as you guys are away from the festival. Now, as you set out onto Route 1, it's normally pretty abundant, at least DG would know. It's normally pretty abundant with trainers who might be testing their mettle, young trainers trying for the first time to get their Pokemon trained up, or battling other trainers, kids everywhere. Well, it's a little more empty today, mainly because, well, the festival is going on. And this means that there are a few more Pokemon roaming around. Most of them seem to be very docile. Again, the Pick-a-Pecks and a couple of other small rodent Pokemon roaming around. Is there anything you guys... Actually, no. As you guys are... Let's say you guys are continuing to talk about everything you've been talking about as you continue on, figuring out housing or maybe some food, what can be done, your Pokemon interacting just a little bit here and there. Can everybody roll me a perception check?
Can I make one request while we're doing that?
Absolutely.
I have one of the, those like sticks with the little spike on the end they use to pick up trash on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I absolutely have one of those picking up any litter.
Okay. Yeah. No, there's not a ton of litter here, but you are absolutely picking up just a little bit of scraps that might have blown out from the main city.
Yep. Let's see, perception. That's a 18 for Dion.
Then we have a...
Well, for Graticus.
Odin.
14 is what I got.
Perfect. So all of you will actually notice this before it's too late, as the grass on the side begins to rustle, and it isn't long before 3 Rattata, quote-unquote, move out. And some of you might be used to the Rattata that's here, while others are not as much. Oh, do I not have the Rattata not set here? Give me one moment, please, as I show you the Rattata. I should just be able to do this. It ain't the prettiest way to do it, but there you go.
Ah. Jump scared.
As you begin to see a black Rattata with like a tan underbelly and kind of like this like mustache to it. It's got a few more extra curls of the fur, kind of scraggly a little bit. And DG, you would know of this as the Alolan variant, of course. But
What are you talking about? This is just a Rattata.
oh, you're right. I am so sorry. This is just a Rattata. But for our other 2 friends, this is definitely a different looking Rattata than what either of you are used to. And there are 3 of them scurrying about, and they kind of lock eyes with the 3 of you. What do you guys do?
They can smell fear just by looking at you, so keep quiet.
I'm not scared of a rat.
No, these things are absolutely disgusting. We're going to just perhaps not deal with them. If fear is what they're most concerned with, how about indifference? Does that matter?
It gives them gas.
That's even worse.
I apologize. Kraticus, do you have food out right now? Or did I miss it?
He kind of has like a protein type bar out that he was going to throw the litter on the ground, but he kind of like half stuck it into his pocket, and then like Ditto went and took it and just like put it in his pocket. But yeah, he's got like maybe just a little bar.
All 3 of the Rattata are staring at you now. They are locked in on the food that you have in your hands. And you begin to see as one in the center begins to approach, and the 2 other are right behind it as they're slowly approaching you.
I think they want your food.
There's no one here to like train these creatures. That where everything's just is super hungry. Do you have no food on this island?
It's not that. It's just that they really like to eat. Everything likes to eat here.
Well, of course, everything needs to eat. That's like part of being like alive. Like that's a requirement, like a staple to being alive. But I fail to understand why everything seems to be just starving. All right, here's the plan. He starts taking out he has this briefcase, and he opens it up, and you see one more Pokeball sitting in there in a spot for what must be Dittos. But and then on the top side it has just like a small little like mess kit where he can start cooking up some stuff. And he puts that, and he starts like breaking down, shaving off the chocolate, and like getting the ingredients out of the middle, and then is going to try to whip something up. Right in front of him. He just doesn't even question how long it's going to take, but he just starts pulling off food.
These Rattata are staring at you. What do the 2 of you do while he's making food?
Starts getting into it.
All right. Ooh.
Because these Rattata are approaching still, and they are deadlocked on him and all the... At least, DG, again, because it's a Alola, it's a given. You know that Alolan Rattata like quality ingredients as opposed to regular Rattata. These Alolan versions love fresh food, and they will fight for it.
That's a bad idea. I will.
It's totally fine. Like this is processed protein bar. Like, there's nothing fresh in here.
God, I understand that, but you just pulled out your mess kit.
Totally missing the point.
Oh,
Push comes to shove, guys. Lydon or Thor can handle it.
Yeah, like Ditto's trying to like point to the point. It's like, no, this is not the right idea. It points to the guys over there. It's like,
I also just made a note of his Lydon because again, I'm from Alola, so it's like it's just like, oh, this is not the time. Giovanni.
I will give you all one action that you guys can do before these Rattata act on there. Before we have to go into whatever the Rattata might do.
Can I use a diplomacy to try to like convince them to wait?
How will you do this exactly? Do you know?
if anything, with disadvantage.
So technically, I have a skill that. Let's see. No, this is okay. No, that skill won't work for that. I can use gold. I have to use Golets, which I don't think his is very good. I might just get Golet ready for a. I might just get Golet ready for a fight.
Okay. Fair enough. You have
Get it ready for the inevitable.
Golet right.
Yeah.
And then
Am I able to throw one of my berries to try to make them run the opposite way to chase after it?
Oh, I would say so. There are 3 of them.
They're all dumb. They'll all go for it.
Go ahead and oh gosh, roll Pokemon handling. Roll Pokemon handling. I will give. So roll it twice. Roll it twice and take the better number this time, if there is a better number.
22.
Yeah, with a 22, you take one of the berries you have that's just nice and bright, and as it glistens in the sun, you kind of raise it above your head, and they snap to look at the berry, and you throw it. As you do, they bolt after it, knowing that it is a juicy, fresh berry.
And that is our cue to exit stage right.
I told you guys they're pretty dumb.
Look, the egg on my face.
Creticus just looks sad at the, like, he's starting to try to boil water. It's just like trying to pour it back in the bottle. Back up.
Okay, Mr. Mustache.
No, it's pronounced Creticus, my friend. But good try. You'll get it one day.
Maybe.
You all.
Golet goes back out of attack mode and just starts signing again.
God, every step, I can't get it out of my head. Somebody who can make a gift.
Ditto transforms into Golet and tries to copy his move.
Oh my god!
He's like a
Golet
half
with
step
little
behind.
suspenders.
Well, now he's in his full suit.
Oh
He's got
my
his
god,
full
it's even
tux on.
better.
But the one hand has the cloth on there, kind of going with. He didn't take that off.
If you allow it, I once again guarantee. Thor is your Litton's name, you said?
Yeah.
I guarantee, with how happy Thor is, it would be beset on either side by both of these Golets, just signing away as bodyguards.
I don't know why. For some reason, I just imagine his Ditto just stays like a shade of pink, though, like has like a pink tone to its transformations.
We like to use the color mauve.
Mauve. My apologies.
I would
I'm
allow
colorblind,
it.
so I don't actually know. I'm just making up colors.
I would allow it without any detriments to the Ditto or anybody recognizing that it's not a Ditto. Or recognizing that it is a Ditto, sorry.
I mean, they're going to be more concerned with the yellow Litten, so it's fine. Let's be honest here.
Mustard.
That's mustard.
I look at him. Has anyone told you you're a bad liar?
Ditto goes into like back to Ditto form and starts like trying to clean him. Like as we're walking, just scrubbing him down.
Good job. Hold on one second. I have
Drugs.
to rescue my actual cat. He's dumb.
Oh no. As... Oh, I'll wait until he gets back.
He was right here. He just climbed up on a shelf and couldn't get down.
Oh. As you guys do continue, though, you start to notice kind of in the distance and bolting towards you guys is not a Pokemon, but instead a stand without the umbrella or anything like that. And it seems to be... It's very strange to describe, at least from the way that it looks, but the individual pushing it is this very full-on curled mustache, top hat, over-the-top dressed individual carting what seems to not be a stand for cooking, but rather, almost as it gets closer, what you saw as a few different colors of rainbows is instead an incubator of sorts, like a multi-egg incubator. And he's pushing on through as he sees the three of you, skids to a halt, and kind of like tucks everything back in. Hello there! Are you three from the festival by any chance?
Are you Karatakis's brother?
No.
No, there's no relation here.
No,
I don't know what they're talking about.
Do you see
yeah,
that mustache? It's nothing like mine.
Yeah, I think we're getting there.
Perfect.
His is a handlebar, mine's a horseshoe.
Excuse you. It's a... Wait, no, you are correct. I apologize.
I'm just gonna
And now
pinch
who's
the
the
finger
fool?
by nose.
You,
I'll take
if you
4%
don't...
off that.
Hold on. You would be the fool if you wouldn't take the chance at the perfect opportunity.
I already said I would buy. I just need a 4% discount.
Full percent. You know what? If you pay full price, I will give you 0% off. Alternatively, though, if you buy 2, I will give you... Hold on. How does this work? How does math work again? I do apologize. Yes.
Was that the in character or crew?
Screw off. Oh, okay. How about this? Look, I have here within my possession a few eggs of a Pokemon. Now, this Pokemon is not native to Alola and is one that is best kept a surprise. And I know. Oh, you're trying to sell something while keeping it a surprise. I know that's a hard sell, but I think it'd be quite worth it in the right hands. If you're looking for a...
Looks delicious.
No, you don't want to eat these. These are not not pick-a-peck eggs, or these are not... No. These are actual fertilized eggs. These are... That's such a weird thing to say when it comes to Pokemon eggs, but it is true. These will hatch. Just for the measly price of... maybe 10,000 credits?
Oh.
I'm sorry, perhaps I'm misunderstanding here. You're trying to sell us, strangers on the road, and a egg that's not edible for 10,000 credits. I mean, what kind of insurance is that? I mean, what if we were... Look at them. What if they dropped it? Then we have no egg, broken hearts, and broken dreams. We have... That's nothing.
Oh, broken dreams. This one will bring you dreams and good fortune, my good sir. The difference, though, is that you're not just getting the egg, you will get the incubator as well. I am a responsible seller.
Yes, he's the responsible seller that's selling to a group of children on the road. Well played, good sir.
Your child?
I'll take it for 7,000. He has no clue. He's not even referencing the fact that he's the child. He doesn't care. 7,000 with a 1,000 insurance. That if in the event this were to break before the foreseen hatching, we get another one in replacement.
You know what? That doesn't sound too awful. So you're saying
No, it's
8,000
not being
total and you can
awful.
have your insurance. I am giving you an incubator
7,000
as well.
for that. Correct. So 7,000 for your proposal, with 1,000 thrown in there for good measure, to say that if in the event something were to happen to a bunch of children, say we got mugged on the road, look at this, we have Team Skull around. Who knows what's going to happen around here?
Roll a, I don't know if it's barter or persuasion on this, but go ahead and roll.
Gotta get
I don't
back to
thi-
that.
I don't think there's a bull hockey check, so yeah.
Oh, that would be every single one of the things he tries to do in this game.
So which one? Diplomacy or that one?
Yeah.
Persuasion? All right, come on, not a bad roll for once.
Oh my
That's a
god.
12.
Oh right, the exploding criticals in this game.
You're
Never mind, I scrolled down. It's 34. How does that sound?
You know what's really funny? I thought you weren't gonna get it because I rolled a nat 20 also. And then I rolled and I got a 13, so I have a 33.
That's
Oh.
actually kind of funny.
That's wow. Yeah, he like puts his hand out.
Sir.
You have a deal, sir.
Could I possibly alter it slightly? Because I just noticed something.
Okay.
I'll give you an extra, we'll say 20 gold, just credits on top of this for your top hat, my friend.
My top hats.
It'd be 8,024 gold credits, and we'll make this deal official with a handshake and a good day, sir.
You know what? Fine. He hands you the top hat, and before you can even see what is underneath, there is already another top hat put on his head.
That's fair.
Same exact
That's fair.
everything, maybe slightly more polished.
That's all right.
And he hands you the incubator with the egg inside. Does
So is there like a dial to see approximately when it would be ready to pop?
Nope. But you, oh gosh, your class, your breeder class. No, you're not anymore.
No, I'm coordinator.
Yep. Okay. Just wanted to be sure. Yeah. Nope. Then nobody would necessarily know because I don't think nobody here is of the breeder primary class. Then.
Nope. Also, you coordinated your Ditto into being a butler. Oh, that's so...
The top hat was going to be for our Team Skull friend. Or Golet. His Golet.
He already has a hat.
Golet has a hat?
Yeah, he's got a little do-rag.
Oh, I thought you had the do-rag. I thought
No,
Golet
I'm wearing it around my neck like a neckerchief.
Oh, then he give it to you. Try to close you up a bit. And, my friend, you have done wonderful business with the Dubois family of Hoenn. I hope you have a wonderful day. Make good choices. And I will see you. Hopefully, I don't have to deal with you on the road again. Perhaps in a more professional manner.
I hope to see all of you again and to make your patronage. Have a good safe travel. Don't let the retainers bite you. And he takes.
By the way,
off.
there's 3 back there, and he like kind of waves off.
he's already schmoving and grooving.
My friends, I don't really actually have a need for this thing. Do any of you want it? It sounded like a good deal. And what the hell? What country are we in? Alola. That's how you pronounce it. Why didn't Alola have one? So do you guys need this thing? Like, I don't really care.
I'm just kind of dumbfounded by this entire thing.
I've never handled an egg before. I think I might break it.
Well, in all fairness, I thought it was edible, so I didn't really know what I was bargaining for. So, perhaps not safest in my hands. However, if we need, I'll hold it. I'll kind of like shift the pots and pans over to the side and can put it in the briefcase.
Yeah, I'll strike a deal with you. If the Pokemon that hatches is cool, give it to me, and if it's boring, give it to you.
Hey, it's not just donated. It's like
No,
if
that's
the case,
cool.
I'm just
You
donated.
can't abandon him. Or
No, it's not abandoned. You're giving ownership to another friend who needs someone to have a good companion.
You have
He
to
like
see it
shows.
through.
He like pulls a small box from like inside his jacket. He's got 4 of them. It's like these are all for friends of new friends that I'm going to have someday.
Maybe
They're all in luxury balls.
I'll take it off your hands.
I look at
heard the
Golet,
best.
and he looks back at me, still signing away constantly. Just
I just imagine it's the stupid bees dancing when somebody dies in the bee family. And they're breaking it down to tell them their mother died or something. Just working. And I'm just losing my mind because that's... Golet, just communicate.
all I can think of is Terminal Montage, the Buck Bumble little skit where he's just flying around, just throwing his arms all around.
Oh, God.
Amazing.
Yeah, so Odin takes the newfound Pokemon that we just bartered for. I got 2 days before I can reset that financial burden.
Yeah. Congratulations.
It's 2 days. We're good.
Odin, you have a question mark Pokemon egg.
You got bad egg. Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's spoiled.
This could be a great member of our party one day. So. Oh wait, actually, do any of you guys have a fire type Pokemon?
I look at my Weedle and Golet.
Oh wait,
I look at Ditto. It's like,
I look
I
at-
suppose I have a fire type.
I have a fire type too. Actually, why did I even ask that? Never mind.
I look at your Litten. Well, you're
Seems to be a bit
supposed
jittery,
to.
my friend.
Litten, you know what? He has food dye on him. That's what it was. It's just, it's a Galar thing.
Even Layton is starting to look at you and like just stare at you like, dude.
Oh no, my cousin she's an allergy to Litten 20, or not Litten, but Yellow 20, like the food color dye for Yellow 20. I totally understand. Must have gotten into something bad.
Let's keep going, please.
You all
But yes,
continue on your way. And outside of the
oh shoot, the rain kicked up. Puts out an umbrella.
outside of the Rattata encounter and outside of the strange individual that never even said his name, you guys eventually begin to see Verdant's cavern. The rock above, making up the framework, has broken away into parts, being covered in moss and allowing sunlight to just filter right on through. As you, at least from the outside even, you can feel that there is an extra level of humidity in there, even from the outside. And this has brought about the lushness of the cavern filled with vibrant life. Perfect for humans and Pokemon alike to find just rich and flavorful fruit. And I do have an image that I can share of Verdant's cavern with you guys, just to give you an idea of just how large it is. I should probably also take this Rattata off of the world map.
Yes, get that little demon out of here.
Get the demon out.
Get that generic basic Rattata out of here that is not unique in any way to me. He's not special. These weird purple ones I keep seeing though, they're sick.
They're the strange ones. But otherwise, you guys are standing right outside of the cavern. Unless you just go in.
Right. Well, first things first is I take Guz off of Gavani's head, just a little, plop, and I put him on my arm, and I kind of wear him like a wristband, like a gauntlet wrist thing, and he just kind of like noses. He just like front part of his body like turns, and I turn to face that way till he's pointing straight, and just follow his nose.
And away you go. It's kind of like a, oh my gosh, it's like a compass if it wasn't locked away inside of the compass. It's just the arrow pointing around, basically. What do the either of you two do?
I think Karaticus would send Ditto in first with binoculars just to be like, all right, what do we, like, how far down we can see as soon as we kind of get, like, into the actual cavern. He's looking for the biggest, the juiciest thing that he can spot. Karaticus is doing absolutely nothing to help. Ditto's doing most of the work. He's like, Ditto, my friend, you know what I like. You know which ones we need. And he kind of, like, gives a little nod and shuffles around or kind of goop. That goop wiggle forward.
Ditto basically turns into a secondary spyglass as it's looking through the spyglass and walking around. I
like the idea his Ditto just goes, Ditto.
Yes. Yes, Ditto.
This Ditto is breaking all the rules of Ditto. I hope we all understand. It's this Ditto. It's all...
That's what you get for giving the guy who doesn't know Pokemon Ditto.
No, I'm okay with this Ditto breaking all the rules of Ditto for the flavor sake of it all, because I love it.
I mean,
when somebody finally eats him, he's gonna be delicious.
What does the Ditto taste like? Pepto-Bismol?
All of the it's like the bottom of a grill. Like, it is just that raw flavor.
That raw... It's
just that raw 30-year baked-in flavor.
I mean, we're not gonna...
God.
Speaking of, like, Pokemon breaking the rules of all Pokemon, we're not even gonna talk about the yellow Litten.
No, that's fine.
Right?
Don't think about it.
It's food dye, guys.
Food dye.
I'm telling you guys, it's just food dye. Just a little honey mustard, nothing.
Honey pussy. Speaking of, actually, this time I will have you roll it. Could you roll Odin a perception check?
Okay.
Ooh, just Odin.
Just
We
Odin.
don't get to know about this one.
Oh, I got 2.
Yep, nope, everything's fine. You look at your Litten, and that tail is up, and that's perfectly normal. Don't worry about it.
It's not coughing at all.
He just gets overstimulated. There's a lot of company around him.
You
Hey.
all continue moving forward still, and something does feel off. Something feels, at least to DG, something feels very off. You've spent enough time in your profession that places like this, where it's vibrant and usually full of Pokemon life, especially being a native to these areas, are teeming with Pokemon. And there's nothing. There's no other Pokemon here. It's quiet.
I'll kind of pipe up a little bit. He goes, "Gentlemen, I don't like this."
No, don't worry. It's going to be delicious when we get this out.
Okay. Litten? Yeah, Litten's tail's still up. That's weird.
You, as you're looking at Layton, and now that a little more attention's been drawn, all of you are starting to notice that something is up with your Pokemon. All of them are on like yellow alert. They seem to be, something's wrong, as if they can smell something in the air.
Dolan has stopped signing.
That should not be funny to me.
He's just like stuck in one pose. I'm like, oh, that's bad.
It's just a Y pose. Like, what about it?
I start making my way back to the group, like slowly. I think we might want to stay together. Something's not right.
I'm still pretty hungry, guys.
Both of you give me heartburn somehow.
If any of you would like, you may either roll a nature or survival check of your choice. They will give you different information.
I will do, let's see. I want to do survival. Where is survival?
Hopefully there's a survival.
Stealth, sleight of hand, programming. There's nature.
Yeah, just be nature.
Yeah, there is not a survival check, actually.
I guess we're all
Unless you want to break it down to like acrobatics or athletics.
It got replaced with programming.
interesting. Well, I guess you're all rolling nature then. No choice then.
Whoops. Oh, I will get to use one of my.
18.
I'll get to use one of my special abilities.
Eh.
I get to use serve and protect. Whenever I make a nature check, I get to roll with advantage.
At 23.
Oh my gosh.
Nice. Good job.
But only when I'm acting as a ranger or law enforcement. And right now, I am protecting civilians. So that is a 4
No civilian.
and an 8.
Well, you are. Let's break this down. DG, you are concerned. You have not had to deal with a situation like this, and you've been dealing with two people who, as you state, have been giving you heartburn somehow. So the stress levels are a little bit higher than usual, even for a stressful situation or the preparation for one. Meanwhile, Odin and Karaticus, the two of you notice fairly quickly and can draw attention to some footsteps in the ground. These footsteps, or at least they seem to be footsteps. They're so widely apart, but they still have a regular gait of sorts to them. They seem to have a left-right pattern to them, or at least a rotating left-right pattern, because you see one on the left, then two on the right, then two on the left, then one on the right, and it's almost like a rotating set. And the only reason actually Odin is able to pick out that they're footprints is because of that, because of their consistency. And their consistency is not that of a regular footprint. It's not like you could look at Leighton and you would see a paw. Sure, you could look at Ditto and yeah, it might just be goopiness sliding across the ground. You could look at Golet and you'd see just the ovular footprint. But this is like a 6-star footprint kind of situation where it's like a center with 3 lines coming out of it, squiggling up and down. Another one where it seems like something is stabbing into the ground, like some sort of plug even. It's weird, but that is what the two of you are seeing as DG is looking around trying to assess the situation himself as well.
Hey, DG, is this normal in Alola?
I take a moment to look at what he's talking about.
You look at it, and you can roll a history with advantage.
All right, history with advantage. I wish there was a way to do advantage toggling on this.
Yeah.
Is there a way to do it?
I don't know.
No. Okay. I'd have to look into that. All right, history. I am terrible at history. That's all right. Dirty 20.
Dirty
Hey, there you go.
20. If you're going in here, you do not want to stay long. You will know this right here, right now. Those footprints are not that of a regular Pokemon. They are that of something that is not from this world.
Leave now. Like his voice completely changes, by the way. Leave. We get out of here right now.
What's the change? Tell him what?
Citizen, please, out of here now.
You begin to feel things get warmer. There's a
Are there any berries like immediately close in range?
no.
Damn. Darn. Dang it.
This is no longer. So I drop the facade. I drop the accent. I get a very stern tone. I'm like, citizens, we need to get out of here now.
You begin.
And I'm going to take out my my team skull badge, and I'm going to click it, and it pops open, and you see a ranger symbol and a ranger styler pop out of it. And Golet, just out of habit, does the same thing. He pops his, and it turns into a ranger symbol.
And then Ditto transforms into Golet and pops out his, and it turns into a ranger symbol.
What's with the change, man? This isn't like you.
All right. I'm an undercover Pokemon Ranger, and that's the end of that, and you never heard that. Now leave. There's something here that is not supposed to be here. And your safety is my top concern.
Hey, can all of you roll? There's not a dexterity save, is there? There's a
No, it's just a dexterity, not a die.
Maybe likely acrobatics, if that's the case.
Or
speed, maybe.
Maybe
Yes.
maybe speed. Maybe I think it would be speed. Why doesn't everybody roll me a speed check, please? Not for your Pokemon. We won't. Well, just your characters.
Kraticus gets a 14, but if it matters, he never went in the cave. Just Ditto.
Oh, I assume
Who's
at this
now
point you
Ranger
guys
Golett.
all walked in.
Oh no. Kraticus is standing at the beginning waiting for him.
Ah.
He just sent the Ditto in.
I rolled 19, but I'm hesitant to leave.
Like sitting on a comfy rock kicking back.
I'm gonna say they would have kept walking for a while. Like, this isn't the first couple of seconds.
Oh, if it's... I thought it was like right in there, like the cave opens up and it's into this cavern. Sorry.
No.
Then yeah, he would have found a comfy spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, 14 for Kraticus.
Okay. And then, I don't know if you had said it. I think you said it out loud, DG, but 13 for you. But, okay.
Yeah.
In that moment, as the tension starts to build and you feel just DG take a snap of a different personality as he is telling you for your safety to leave, you first hear what sounds like an explosion. Then you begin to hear the crackle of fire, and then the ground rumbles as you all move out of the way, tucking and rolling as you grab your Pokemon, and you see this large creature in front of you. It's just this large, strange one, bending and waving in form, a body of black cords seemingly bound together by just these white twist ties, its arms bending. They're frayed with exposed copper wires at the end of them. The only reason you know it's a living thing is because of the fact that it's moving freely. Its head is the simple white spark as this lanky creature stands easily at 18 feet tall. And you see this.
Oh, that's bad.
And as it's spinning and moving, you can't tell which way it's facing, but it pauses. It stabs all of its feet into the ground, freezes, and in a split second, you watch as it then spins again, releasing itself from the ground, whipping a leg into the air as it ends up completely striking something that you thought was otherwise just a flash of electricity coming off of this creature. But instead, you see this reeling from the hits to the gut, kind of tiki rooster looking thing. Its black body bearing large shields for either of its arms, a wild mohawk blazing on high from its head, and instead of legs, its tail feathers are found. As it continues to fly, it reels back, flying back from the hit, and it shoots around at lightning speeds even after such a tremendous blow. It does pause, looking at the lot of you, and then tries to continue fighting. And everybody roll me a medicine check.
Oh.
I'm gonna also show you what that creature looks like. That got hit.
I got a 6.
Oh, things have escalated very quickly if you're in the know. Heels is like, huh, those are some weird things where I'm like, ha, ha, ha.
Kraticus got a 17 on his medicine check.
Oh, a scholar and a doctor.
Dion, you know Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko should not be getting its butt handed to it right now. It's not looking good. Karaticus, you don't know what this Pokemon is, but it's looking bad. It's not. Something is very wrong. And Dion, because of your training, you know that this is circuitry. And because of your education, you know that this one is much larger than your average circuitry. It is also glowing. What seems to just be a normal electricity is instead much more of a vibrant, just crimson red, as though it may have an immense amount of beast energy already flowing through it. And you put 2 and 2 together yourself. Again, being a resident here, that has given you so much by being a resident of Alola, I'm telling you. It may have absorbed a lot more from an unknown source. And since there's no Pokemon here, it may have defeated the totem Pokemon and taken some Z crystals.
Oh, I look at Odin, this is bad. This is really bad. Like, I look at him, from 1 to 10, we are at a 12. We need to... It's like, I want to leave, but like, the ranger part of me is like, if Tapu Koko fails here, like, this is not gonna happen. So it's like,
You guys
Do you want to help out the yellow chicken?
yes, but no, yes, but your safety. All right,
I'm built for this. I didn't leave Galar to be a wimp. You know.
Two things. One, I don't like this. Two, you're an honorary ranger right now. Let's go.
I would like everybody to go ahead and roll speed checks for yourself and your main Pokemon, as when you step forward, you begin, unfortunately, to hear additional rustling as, garbed in their own almost reddish energy, you see these frenzied Alolan Rattata run out. They bump into you guys and then back up, clearly afraid, seeing everything as a threat. And then a much rounder, chubbier-cheeked one runs out next.
Oh,
It looks back at the Tapu and circuitry, then to your group, and it narrows its eyes. As you will now enter your guys' boss fight. Are you guys ready for the dangers ahead of you now?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right. So,
Great.
I assume
I have nothing useful to this.
Litten and Ditto were the ones that were out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, Ditto is full binoculars looking around.
roll their speeds as well, please.
Litten got 23.
Golett got a 9.
And Ditto got a 19.
Perfect. Okay. Let me order these out just because I feel like I might have just missed those. Perfect. These are, because these 3 are your primary partner Pokemon, you guys, they are able to act if they go before you without you having to change orders. But if you, on your turn, because you can as a free action, let out another Pokemon, you will have to command which Pokemon does what, okay?
Okay.
Just for future's sake. But our battle begins as right out the bat, Litten, now seeing the dangers ahead, is raring to go and is first up on the block. What would you like Litten to do?
I think its ability. Does the Intimidate ability just automatically work or no?
The Intimidate ability was more for your character's ability, not Litten's.
Oh wait. I was reading this reading.
You can open up Litten's I
misread it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Litten also has a speed, so it tells you how many feet Litten can move, and every square is 5 feet. So if you want to do like a melee attack, you just have to move Litten within a space of that enemy, assuming that enemy is close enough. So, but that is why we do have the map now to help out with this one. And now you're, now you're seeing with some of the brush cleared out, you're seeing some of the berries.
Well, I can't see the Rattatas right now.
No, they're the right. You can see them as you see them on the map.
Okay. Guys, I have something to tell you. My Litten may do something a little weird. Just don't question it.
I stopped questioning that a long time ago.
I'm gonna use Ember Shock.
Okay.
How do I submit it? Oh yeah.
God dang. Against which?
The Rattata to the left.
Rattata to the left. Yeah, you send that out, and you watch as the embers course through the air, sparks like around them, almost like a shield of sorts, as it strikes into this Pokemon. Oh, yeah, no, you hit that thing. It is looking a lot worse for wear already.
Let's go, Thor. Yes.
There is like the like jump in the air back, like the backflip. Anything else that you would like Thor to do? You can still move, but they use their action. So there's, other than movement, there's nothing else that it can do. It's up to you.
I want it to. How far can it move? How can I see?
It should be their movement speed at the top. Let me double check for you to help out here.
Like, can I run past the Rattata?
If you run past the Rattata, there should be so there's a thing called opportunity attacks. So if you run past it,
This is the range you have if you look at the screen.
So your speed is, you have 35 movement feet.
Oh, so then it's one more out. Can you see my arrow?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, all the way, like,
That's where you can get to.
the left side.
I just realized I need to put in.
You want it over here?
Yeah, or would it be Litten, I guess? Or how do I pick Litten?
You just click Litten and then you should be able to drag. So like if not, then I can at least do it.
You can also use your arrow keys to move it as well if you're clicked on it.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Oh no, it's not working for me. I don't know why.
Oh, Krill, you probably didn't set us up as being able to control the thing. We have to drag our own copies on there.
Oh, what? I've been able to. All right, hold on. Let me double check. Edit can be edited and controlled by.
Yeah. So see, I can control this one because I just pulled it off myself, but I can't even click on the one in front of me.
That's weird because I've been able to do that before in the past and let it be controlled. Okay. In which case, yeah, if you guys want to drag and drop your own tokens, so literally just grab your profile, press and hold, and then like drag it off of the side there onto the map, then we should be good.
And you need to click on the words. Don't click on the picture when you drag it.
Let me also, while I'm at it, I might as well.
Oh, I might have deleted Litten. I don't know what I just did.
I deleted Litten, don't worry.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, so you see where it says Odin when you're looking at your character?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just drag and drop it onto the map, it should give you one you can control. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. gotta do one for your character too, because we also can't move our characters.
Oopsies.
Oopsie doodles. There you go.
Perfect. And I'll get rid of the one you can't control. Hopefully, yeah, it should be this one that you can't control. I'll get rid of the Golett you can't control. All right. And then this one. All right, there we go.
Perfect.
Awesome. Okay. Where would you like Litten to go in that case? Where's Litten running to? Just know that if Litten runs past an enemy, the enemy might decide to take what is called an attack of opportunity.
We'll gamble.
Aye, Captain. It has gone past the Rattata and the Raticate in that case, so they're both might take a swipe at Litten. Let's see if the Rattata, as you run by, or at least as Thor runs by, it decides to retaliate, doing a quick attack. That is a 17 to hit, which I believe does hit. It'll be against. That should be against physical defense, so I believe that will hit. And your Litten is taking 7 points of damage. And then the Raticate, so just mark off from your total health, or at least from Litten or Thor's total health. The Raticate.
How do I remove his health?
You should be able to. I can also help keep track of it, if anything. I remember what it was. But you should be able to just erase one of the numbers and then replace it.
What is his health? He has 36.
All right. And then, actually, the Raticate will not attack. It seems to see the Litten run past and then ignore it, as if it's not concerned about what might happen. That would be Litten's turn then, as... Oh gosh, I just realized we deleted all those tokens. Which means the order was put out of place. Okay. Alright. Don't mind me fixing that quickly. Litten was at the top, so now it's at the bottom. Perfect. I know you're next, Thunder. I know you were next. So you yourself are actually next. So you do have certain skills you could do. You do have your movements, and then you can always use a bonus action to tell your Pokemon what you would like it to do.
Like, when it's my turn, I can tell Litten to do something else now?
Yep.
Can I make him run farther?
On its turn, it would run further. So, like, you would give it a command, and then it would complete that command on its turn.
Okay, I want Litten to run to the Ultra Beast.
All right.
He needs to save them. He needs to save Tapu Koko.
Yeah, there is a... We'll talk about what's happening over there when it comes to their turn.
It feels like availability.
Anything else that you would like to do? That would be your bonus action to tell your Pokemon what to do.
I mean, if I tell it to hit Raticate, will that be on next turn or this turn?
It would be on its following turn.
No, okay, I just want to run ahead then.
Okay. To try and attack the Ultra Beast?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. In which case, that is your turn. Following up should be Biggins, if I did this correctly.
No, it should be Ditto. I got a 15 and a 9. The Ditto got a 19.
Oh, wait. Oh, I have the enemies here, even. What is going on? Okay.
Yeah.
Everything got jumbled up. Whatever, if this is the order that we have, we're going with it. Everything got jumbled. In which case, the Rattata that actually did get hit, it would be up next, followed by the Raticate and then Ditto. As the Rattata on the left... What will it do? It is going to sniff around, and seeing that the Litten is going after the strongest of commotions, it shakes its head and instead runs at the remainder of the group, going after the little Golett. as it is going to try and bite.
No, I'm a ghost type.
That is going to... Oh, I just realized something. You got +7 on that hit because you use an electric type move, and you get another... Because you get +4 automatically, and then you get a +3 because of your other skills that you have. Don't you? Odin. I'm pretty sure your Pokemon get a +7 at any hit as long as they use an electric type move and they're an electric type.
Yeah, they get stabbed.
So I'm wrong as let me turn back time now that I remember that to help. And that Raticate does not walk. That Raticate does not run. That Raticate flops over.
Oh wait, I'm actually it.
So I lost no HP?
You knocked it out in one hit.
Oh. So it didn't hit me then.
Hey, there you
Just barely. Just because I just remembered your abilities. I apologize. So yeah, that one's knocked out, which means you can put your Litten's health back to full because yeah, I did not take damage then.
Yay!
Okay. So I apologize. That one's out of the turn order. I was not expecting that. It is the Raticate's turn though, and it is still going to follow the similar idea. I apologize.
Oh.
And
I'm gonna get hurt way more.
It's gonna hurt way more as it's gonna go for a crunch instead. But I will re-roll because the last one was a hit. So I will re-roll since it's a different mon. That is going to be an 8 against your physical defense. Does that hit?
Yeah, I have my physical defense at 8.
Oh.
I should have a 9, but my nature's a minus defense nature.
For your oh no. All right, well, this is gonna suck as let me roll this. The Raticates just dragged its belly across the ground, brings itself up, and you see the fangs widen as it goes for a massive chomp. And your Golett, oh my god, is going to take that is not wait, what? Why am I grabbing? I apologize. This is what happens when you don't play D&D for, like, God knows how long. For 12 points of dark damage, which, because it's stab, puts it to 16.
Ow!
And
He's still just throwing hand signs, though.
that would be the Raticate's turn. It is now Ditto's turn with Dion's turn to follow.
So does Ditto have a line of sight to this beastly boy?
It does. Unfortunately, Ditto cannot transform into it.
It's not a legendary, is it?
Oh, it is.
How about Topa, the Togepi thing?
Oh, Tapu Koko is as well. You guys are watching a legendary versus legendary fight, baby.
All right. Turns into Raticate.
I was gonna, we'll flavor this up. You point Ditto at the two of them, and as it tries to morph, it can't. It literally can't. It's almost like there's a level of power there that Ditto cannot reach. But as you state, Ditto does transform with its free action, because I believe that's what Ditto can do.
It is. It is free action.
Into the full. Oops. Let me get rid of the other one. The full Raticate, and now I'm just gonna make Ditto larger. Go Ditto.
Oh my god, it's dressed up like a butler.
Yes, butler with the rag. And I'd like to, like, it's like you almost see him like super concentrate, and then he like shifts the gaze just slightly to the super Togepi, whatever it's called, Topa Coco, and then he's just like that sigh, like, oh. Fine. Shifts over to the Raticate and turns over to it pops into that thing. And I have to pull up. Yeah,
I don't think you get to know its moves, do you?
I do. I have to know exactly what it is. I get all of its moves.
If you would like, I can screenshot.
How do you spell this damn thing? I got the Pokedex. Just how do you spell the word?
I can just send it to you. Here you go.
One. Kate. It's one. Okay, hang on. I almost got it.
Okay.
Rattata, Raticate. All right, so we got what? Focus, energy, scary face, tail, whip.
Oh, you're looking at the wrong one. You're looking at the wrong one.
Oh, I'm looking at the Island one.
Yep.
You're looking at that. You're looking at that weird one.
You gotta.
All right, hang on. Island.
Look at the screenshot. I sent you a screenshot, sir.
That's a lot of work, though.
God dang it!
Oh, you heard this one. All right. That's the one I was on.
I don't know. It says 3 moves at the bottom.
Oh, I was reading the passives. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
As just a flavor, as the Ditto transforms, you just get like the Ditto as it then morphs into the full Raticate.
It starts with the high pitch. Yes, Ditto. And goes Super Fang, the melee normal once a day on hit attack.
Go ahead and roll a d20 plus 4 against
D20 plus 4. All right, so here's the D20. We'll add manually 4. So 14.
Yep, nope, that will hit. And with the big chomp, it's this Raticate is looking up.
So in his fancy suit, you see just one long fang come out of the front instead of like the 2 buck teeth. Just one long fang comes out. That's his deformity this round. It just
Oh my God, you're making Ditto into a freaking.
You just shanked it. You just shanked him.
But he's really cute. He's really cute.
But he's adorable though. He just he steals your soul, but he's just so adorable.
I assume that's Ditto's turn unless you want Ditto to move at all.
He's sort of blocked in with his increased size, so
you're kind of right.
He's gonna be good for right now. He's just dedicate.
All right.
Rattata.
Dion's turn with Thunder. You had your turn earlier. I gotta move you in the correct spot because you were right after your lit in last time. There we go. All right, there we go. Dion followed up by Eradicate, and then your actual character, Acraticus.
So, would these rats be considered non-agitated?
They are, by description, as I described them in the opening, very agitated.
Okay. All right. Can't do that. Can't do the fun
more
thing.
specifically, escaping and frenzied.
Okay. Can't do the thing I wanted to do there. All right. Cool. What can I do here? If I was a higher level ranger, I could. There's not a lot I can do here.
You always have a second Pokemon just in case things hit the fan.
I do have a second Pokemon just in case things hit the fan.
Just know that you can only control one Pokemon on your turn per round.
Right. The other one will act on its own. Or will not act at all. Anyway.
Will not act.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not the one fighting the rat, so I don't know if I can do. Can I try to catch him?
I mean, technically, yeah, you could actually.
I mean, does he look fairly? Did that move look like it fairly beaten him? Does he look bloodied?
That Raticate is looking. It's the move. You were Super Fang. Super Fang was moved. Let's just say we know that as players, that lowers half of its health.
Okay, it's at half. Cool.
So
the Fang went like through the top of his belly and into the ground.
God.
All right, I'll hold my turn then, and I'll just hold my turn because there's not really a lot I can do right here.
Okay, that is perfectly fine. It is now the other Rattata's turn, now seeing a secondary Raticate in front of it. It looks at its boss, looks back at the Ditto, looks back at the boss, looks back at the Ditto, shrugs, and then goes after the Ditto. since it is wearing a suit and it can kind of tell who's supposed to be the real one. They're not incredibly smart, let's be real. It is going to go for a bite. That is going to be a... That's going to be a 13, which I assume is going to hit because the Eradicate's
How do I
defense.
determine that?
It's against its defense because it's a physical attack, so your defense is
I know,
7.
but like, so my descent says 5.
The Eradicate's defense is 7,
as
though. Yeah. So it
Got
does
it.
hit, which means that this is going to do... Bum, bum. I'm trying to be fast about this. That is going to be 7 points of dark damage, which with stab puts it to 11.
Does dark resist dark? I can't remember if that's one of the types that resist dark, resist itself.
No, dark does not resist dark.
Okay,
You said 11 damage total?
Yes.
that's not bad.
Okay.
No, not bad. That would
Still alive.
That would be its turn, as it is now your turn, Karaticus.
First thing first for Karaticus, he is pulling out his handy-dandy smartphone and starts live streaming this whole thing. Yes, everyone, we're here to join the wonderful festival, but it seems we have a bit of a tango going on here. Here's a quick update, and he just starts like rapid, like soccer-style calling the fight in front of him.
You know what? Roll me a D100.
You sure?
Good old luck check.
Little luck check.
How about a 10?
A 10?
Yeah, we're going for low, right?
You're a
I
lucky
have
dog.
influencer if it matters.
You're a lucky dog. You are an absolute lucky dog because, yeah. You don't have a live stream connection because there's way too much electricity going through here. You do...
You can record it, though.
You can record it. Yes, that is what I was
There
going
we
to
go.
say. You are recording what is happening.
That is
gotta get
a
something.
lovely amount of police evidence that is definitely not going to get confiscated as soon as we leave this game.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25 to 30. So going the long way, as I'm trying to film all of this, I'm going to like here and then going up here to like cutting through the brush and like kind of zip zap zoobity bop up over to here and try to get like both angles.
Oh god, there's
Just-
two of him. Please, no.
I'll get rid of the other one. I'll get rid of the other one.
Yeah, so he's gonna, that's gonna be his main action is like, boom, influencer, like, hey, I finally made it to Alola. I screwed up. I came to this cave to get some delicious berries. Watch this crap.
I'm
Boom.
watching their god fight a demon.
I don't know anything about that. I just know it's a crazy fight.
You're
And I'm
literally
describing it like,
in D&D terms, you're literally watching a deity fight a archdevil.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty much.
I get that as Robert or Heels. Excommunicate that, but Heels gets that.
Oh,
Karaticus, no idea. He's like, this is nuts. Like, we came here for some freaking berries. Like, what's going on here, guys? Come on, get your stuff together. Like, who's in charge of this island? This is ridiculous. And then
That's
his
a loaded question.
bonus action is just going to be to like, just, Dinner, if you have it in you, could you just, keep them alive and don't allow them to die? That'd be perfect. Wonderful. Good talk.
Ditto nods and continues this little mini kaiju battle that's happening.
Yes, dinner cake.
In which case, we move on to Little Golette's turn, which I cannot remember the name of for some reason.
Gavani.
Gavani, thank you. It is Gavani's turn.
Gavani's gonna move behind the Raticate,
Oh,
and he's going to he's gonna do his thing. He's gonna be a punch boy.
punch one. I do have to ask. There is. We're gonna give you advantage. I don't care what. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I will be using a Mega Punch
Oh boy.
because he's still normal type, right?
Rattatas are dark normal. Yeah.
Yeah, so my ghost move would be null and void on him. So
Very much so.
so we're gonna Mega Punch.
While you're figuring that out, like, Didicate looks back at Karaticus and he shakes his head like, no, don't attack him.
So that is a 9 on the first roll. Let me re-roll with just a d20. That would be a 18 to hit.
Both of those would have hit, so you could take the damage for that. Oh my god.
So that would be 24 damage as he just absolutely uppercuts this Raticate in the spine.
You like, the Golett gets the anime like trail of the eye glow as it dashes behind. You see the skidding in the dirt, and then it uppercuts this Raticate, and you see like the jaw kind of like dislocate for a second, and then the Raticate hits the ground. And it is out.
And then just start signing. Boom, 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 boom. Styling on this Pokemon. Boom, boom, boom.
That's, I assume it's Golett's turn. Jesus Christ.
Every time you say that, I think the World of Warcraft Tauren dance.
Yeah, he's doing the peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time with like the raise the roof sprinkled in there.
Dang it! This
I
Golett.
let's see. What's his movement speed actually?
It should be 30.
20.
Oh, it's
20. So yeah, he's slow. So he went 5, 10,
15, he'd be stuck here.
15, and then 20. He could go right there.
Yeah. So,
Fair enough.
in which case, that is Golett's turn, as it is now Odin's turn. And then, oh wait, no, hold on. Let me correct myself. It is not Odin's turn yet, as I have to roll between the fight of Tapu Koko and Xurkitree here, as Koko is moving between everything, and you can see with glances that Tapu Koko is distracted. There's small fires that it's trying to quell while also dealing with this Ultra Beast and looking at all of you. And in a moment, once again, this Xurkitree, instead of giving it that roundhouse kick, brings both of its arms together and almost smacks Tapu Koko like a fly in the air. And it falters and then begins to fly again as Tapu Koko has taken another hit. In addition, when this happens, you also begin to hear something else, as if there's like this loud, rapid fluttering. You don't know what it is, but it's just, it's like, it's not wings. Whatever it is, it's fluttering, but it's not wings. It is now Odin's turn.
DG.
Yes.
Which ones are the good guys and the bad guys? I can't tell before literally
All right.
anything crazy.
The thing that looks like a power plant went bad, that's the bad guy.
Okay.
The flying basket is the good guy.
I will also move Tapu Koko right around this area.
Okay, if I move, like can I move Litten and attack in the same turn?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna move him right in front of the.
Should have enough speed for that too.
Oh, that's so close.
And then I want Litten to use. Can Lick paralyze or no?
It has a chance, theoretically speaking.
Actually, I want to use Ember Shock.
Okay. You don't need to be that close to do that then, because I believe that's a distance attack. I mean, double check it.
Or actually, I'll use Lick actually.
Okay. Run it up and do it a lick.
Yes, lick these live wire.
Oh, wait.
This is the equivalent to sticking a fork in an outlet you're doing, but it's way funny.
Anime logic. We got this.
Oh, you did it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, your Odin runs right up and licks the Xurkitree. As it does so, though, Biggins isn't even prepared for what's about to happen. Because we're sneaking in a little bit of extra D&D into our Pokemon Tabletop RPG. As it gets a legendary... it does get a legendary action. But moreover, it gets a legendary reaction.
No.
As when Litten does lick this circuitry, and circuitry does take damage, the body begins to turn and immediately whip out as it is going to go ahead and use Power Whip on Litten. That is going to be a... Is that a special attack or a physical attack? Wow, your physical attack is definitely lower. But that is going to be an 11 to hit against your defense. If it's higher than your defense, then I assume it hits, which I think it does. And this is not going to be pretty.
This is going to suck.
Yes, it is.
Thor is a tough boy. He can handle it.
We'll see about that. That is...
1 billion damage, yes.
23. 30 points of, grass damage.
Oh.
I don't think your Litten is standing anymore.
Oh.
He got Ragnaroked.
But
It's fine.
hey,
He paralyzed them. You know, maybe. Oh wait, can I send out my other Pokemon?
you would have to do so on your turn. You can recall and release a Pokemon. You can recall and release, or release 2 or recall 2 Pokemon on your turn. Which, it is your turn now.
If I don't do anything, is this corpse just like sitting there?
I mean, not a corpse. Your Pokemon's not dead. This isn't a Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
This isn't a Nuzlocke. But technically,
Severely beaten.
but technically, I mean, yes, I would recommend, if you want to keep your Litten safe, that you might want to bring them back into the ball. It doesn't hurt to do so.
Litten doesn't like going in the Pokeball.
Okay, Pikachu.
I'm
Assuming he
gonna.
also doesn't like being on the cold ground knocked out.
Yeah, your Litten is absolutely knocked out, I will say.
Let me read through something.
All right, so he's gonna whip out like a red Butterfree too, right? Is that what's about to happen?
Is there a world where I toss over this berry to Litten's body to eat?
You can't toss it. You'd have to hand feed.
Oh.
Also, you know, Litten's notoriously known for eating in their sleep.
I like to envision it like you're stuffing a sleeping bag back into its like original bag, just like punching and stuffing the berry down there. Come on,
Don't
eat
worry,
it!
Thunder. We are going to give you lots of flack. It is your first time, but you are doing great. You are actually... You're learning pretty fast.
If we weren't giving you flack, should be more concerned.
When you're just too embarrassed that we're too embarrassed at the fact that you're playing with us, so we just stay quiet.
God.
Jeez.
God, that's...
Sorry.
And look, if it makes you feel better, I haven't pulled my phone out once. This is a really good session.
Hey.
Wait, this might be, I guess, breaking my character's immersion. Don't I have an ability or something where I can use 2 Pokemon at once? Or what was my special class? What was the ace?
I don't think it's that you can use 2 Pokemon at once. I think all your abilities are on your sheet. So let me take a quick...
There is a subclass dedicated just to that.
Yeah.
Where it's like dual trainer.
Improved...
the double
Maybe
battle,
officer,
yeah.
you are not that.
Elemental. Okay, yeah, you do not have anything that's going to help with any of that.
Okay.
Basically, you are a type of class where you're electric, you are using electric moves. Those moves are going to do like a +7 of damage, which means you're going to hit hard.
And wait, and it says my speed's 4, so I can only walk 4 tiles?
Your speed is 4.
Go lower.
Yeah, look a little bit lower. Your speed
Oh.
should be...
Oh, movement 30. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, you got it. So you can move 6 tiles if you would like. I think you can recall a Pokemon within 30 feet of you, so you just have to move within 30 feet of your Litten. So as long as even if you go into this row here, you can recall your Litten.
Okay, I'm gonna recall Litten.
Perfect. Litten goes back into its Pokeball.
I thought I was gonna walk back. That's against his motto.
Oh.
That's fine. He'll understand.
You can send out another Pokemon.
I'm dying to know what Loki looks like.
Hey, Mr. Mustache Dude, what's your plan here?
And like turns the camera to him. Doesn't really say anything because it's not my turn.
Oh, you can't speak if it's not your turn?
No, you can respond. I'll let you respond. We're in a one shot. I don't care. A little more loosey goosey.
Like, should I keep battling, or are we leaving?
Oh, this is great content, my friend. Wonderful. Whatever you decide to do, we're doing great.
He's my friend.
God.
I'll send out his younger brother. Boom.
Yeah!
As a Teddy Ursa hits the stage. There we go.
Is my turn done?
Roll a speed check for your Teddy Ursa.
Okay.
Oh my god, my friends! They put out a cat and now it's a bear. Wonderful.
Whoa!
And this was the right
Got
color.
19.
That is a 19. Holy crap! All right, well, guess they're going after the. They're gonna be going after the Raticate at least.
Which
Okay.
one? The one that's on the ground?
Oh, well, I guess Teddy Ursa's going immediately.
For the dedicate,
I forgot.
who also had the 19.
Yeah, that Raticate's gone.
It's the little things that amuse me.
Hopefully, the small Rattata that saw its big boss get absolutely punched in the spine will just leave.
This may be really dumb, but now that he's paralyzed, I'm gonna use Fury Swipes.
Go for it.
Let's go. Oh, that's cool. I like the way they do that.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. A 6 misses, a 22 hits, a 6 misses, a 5 misses, and an 11 hits. So that is 5 points of damage towards the circuitry. As it's getting swiped, it does turn to look at your Teddy Ursa. It is not paralyzed.
It ended in one turn?
Not that it landed in one turn. Electric type, my sir.
Oh.
The TTRPG, I will admit, runs it differently. But I think things can be far more interesting in battles with certain effects in play. Especially for boss fights. But, that would be Teddy Ursa's turn, I assume. It ran its full distance and attacked, which does make a difference. You will see that soon enough.
Makes it easier to hit.
Theoretically.
Someone saved my 10 years. He's just a baby.
It is now Ditto's turn, followed by Dion.
All right, Ditto's turn. He kind of like slow swivels in a gate and does a. We're gonna go with the old. The Fang's really working for him, so we're gonna go with the Hyper Fang on this Raticate.
Oh, this.
Or Rattata.
Oh, God.
Rattata,
Okay, yeah,
sorry.
yeah, go for it. Hit it.
That's a D20, 17 plus numbers from. I have to pull back.
Yep, that'd be a 21. So, yeah, go ahead and roll your 3d10.
3D. And then if on a hit you got an 18 or higher on
Yep.
an accuracy check, the target is now stunned.
Yeah, these aren't selected.
All right, hang on.
So,
3D10. Boom. That would be a 16 from Dedicate.
plus 4 because of stab. Also, sorry, plus another 4 onto the circuitry from the Fury Swipes. But
So you said 20, dirty 20 on the damage?
So that Rattata also hits the ground after getting stomped. Oh my.
No, that was a Hyper Fang, so that's it's right through the back.
Oh my god, the poor Rattata.
We'll flavor it to the haunches, right in the back haunches.
I should have thrown in even more Pokemon at you guys. Also, small note, you know what? No one's staring at the Teddiursa, so never mind. I don't need to say that. That can stay as it is. Anything else from Ditto then after that Rattata hits the ground?
I just have to check one.
2 heads.
I had to check one small thing. Let me see here. The old measuring tape. He's gonna shuffle right over here.
God dang!
He starts losing form now that Eradicate's done, so like the bottom half is still like in his goopy form, and the top half is still in Eradicate.
Oh.
That's so gross. You made Ditto gross.
That's Ditto. Dion, it's now your turn. Followed up by...
Whose turn?
Huh?
Whose turn? Whose turn?
It should... Wait, hold on.
Kraticus?
Wait, it should be
Kraticus is no longer out here.
Kraticus.
Oh, that's right. We deleted the original because you had the 2 of them,
God
and it was a
dang
nightmare
it.
for me.
All right, Kraticus, it's your turn.
All right. So, Kraticus, who's... filming in theory, but just recording for now, which he'll be devastated over in a few minutes. 30, he's 10 feet away. So he's going to shuffle just behind this bush and kind of get low while he's recording here and just like capturing the film now that like the rats are done. Shuffling back off of our good friend, both Dion and oh my god, he can't remember his name. He's starting to panic. Odin, and then he points to the guy with the shield arms, and he's just like, I don't know if this is an inconvenience for you, but could you please do better? And he gives him a helping hand to give a plus D20 to his next damage.
God dang, okay.
Oh my god! Wait, a D20 to damage?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this game is nasty with damage.
Yeah,
which was I just rolled ahead of time.
Wait.
So I just rolled ahead of time for you, so it'll be a plus 10 when he hits.
Dang. Yeah,
For Teddiursa.
per note,
right in the middle.
TTRPG has way faster combat. It's beautiful. Perfect. I assume that's your turn?
Yeah, movement, bonus action to tell Ditto to just be like, don't die. And helped the mysterious god figure who's not killing our allies.
All right. Now it is Dion's turn, followed up by Giovanni.
Gavani, sir.
Giovanni, I'm so sorry. I said the reference.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna move up to this bush here. Wow, he is just not built for this kind of encounter. Is there any other Pokemon here? Have any other Pokemon shown up?
There, you know what? I'll let you do 2 things. Which are both gonna come from one thing: perception check. It'll be your, because Golett already knows what to do. You can use a bonus action perception, and it won't affect Golett's action.
Okay. I say 12.
There are small fires that are, like, I don't have them on the screen, but there are small fires on either side of our 2 legendaries here that Tapu Koko is, like, relatively concerned about, and you are still hearing the fluttering of those wings. In fact, it's kind of sending, like, this disgusting crawl up your spine as it almost sounds like you're hearing scuttling paired with it. Feel free to roll a nature check if you want for free.
Are they coming closer or getting further away?
Oh, it's getting closer and it's getting louder.
All right, am I still acting as a police officer during this?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right, I will roll this check with advantage. That would be a 13.
It sounds like a bug. It sounds like a really big bug.
What the? It doesn't sound like anything I would know off the top of my head living in the woods.
The closest that would be even remotely this big with wings like that you would hear would be Vikavolt, and Vikavolt does not stay in these lands. Not in this island.
All right. Well, that's. I was hoping there was just a random Pokemon around I could use Befriend on, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
Sorry.
I need wild Pokemon. All right. I'm just gonna. I guess I'm just gonna.
You can get some info at least.
Yeah, I did get some info. All right, that's all I'm going to do for my turn. I don't have anything else I can really do.
All right. Giovanni.
All right, Giovanni is going to just use his action to sprint. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is not a fast boy.
Thump, thump, thump. Circuitry is slowly getting surrounded. I assume that's its turn then?
Yeah, that's all we can do.
All right, we are at the top of the order. And at this point, everybody begins to hear for a moment just this absolute rustling, shaking violently the bushes nearby. There's a fluttering of the buzz, like from those wings, rapid scuttling, and whatever it is here. And it's about to emerge into the open. Prepare as you will. In addition, I will now settle what is happening between Circuitry and Tapu. And
don't forget the plus 10 damage.
That plus... Lucky. I'm going to go ahead and consider that because Tapu, as it sees the rest of you moving in and Circuitry is getting ever so slightly worried, now that there's more eyes on Circuitry, it is growing even brighter now after it had knocked out the Litten. It now is distracted, almost looking at all the different individuals around, and even though it has no eyes, it almost stares at all of you as if you're just another meal for it. And then while it's distracted, Tapu Koko swings in, and you watch as it, in turn... Yeah, it's gonna do that. It is going to drop to the ground, and you watch as it encases itself and brings itself back up. The earth begins to crumble away as what was its body is now just a head, as it becomes almost this giant golem of electricity. The body and arms just coursing with yellow light sparks. And as it drudges itself up, it brings both of its fists up and just goes for a sledgehammer onto Circuitry, slamming it down while using its ability. Well, technically it's Guardian Deity ability, by all means. So, yeah, that Circuitry took a heck of a hit.
Plus 10.
And right, that Circuitry is still very much standing. You guys are...
Is it bloodied?
It's bloodied. It is quote unquote bloodied. It is very weakened at this point. You guys now do hear, like I said, you have the fire, you have the massive rustling. Whatever it is, you guys act as you will at this point, as we are starting back at the top with Odin.
I think it's pretty weak. I'm gonna try to catch it.
You can give it a shot.
Let me see.
Oh my god, if you capture we are... I just want you to realize, if you capture this, we are making new characters if we do this for real. This... Oh my god.
Let me, hold on.
Are you kidding me?
20.
He rolled a 5.
Did he roll a 5?
Yeah, 5 plus 4, so technically he rolled a 9.
Capture Pokemon, capture roll 9. Wait, hold on. What are the 18? I see 18 and 9.
The D100 roll was a 9. The 18 is the accuracy. That means he hit it as long as it goes under over its defense, which he absolutely did. Oh my god.
I am so confused by the capture roll, but we're good.
So the
Closer to
capture,
one.
I'll explain. Yeah.
That's right. It's
Yeah.
the second
Yeah.
edition rules.
It's
It
a
is.
D100. Yeah. So yeah, if you roll, the lower your D100 roll is, the better.
Okay.
So you rolled pretty much almost not perfect, but you rolled about as good as we could ever hope to get. Oh my god, you just.
Wait, so did it get captured?
You watch as it goes in the ball. You watch it tick once. You watch it tick twice. But then the red light is changed to yellow.
Oh.
And the Pokeball begins to glow more and more and more until it's a blinding light. Everyone roll a, we're gonna say special defense. Roll your
This is
special
good.
defense, everybody.
This is gonna hurt. All right. Oh, my special defense is bad.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's a 6 for DG.
Karatic has got an 18.
I got 19.
Okay.
Yours are weird for some reason. Your skills are coming up different.
That is a little weird. That's okay.
That's right. That's what we need to promote. You're different. That's weird.
DG,
Sorry.
You're good.
when this light goes off, you're just blinded by it.
Ah.
The light is far too bright and you are blinded. For our other two, you're blinded for a moment, only for a second. All of your hearing goes away. It's almost like just the tinnitus starts to ring through, and when you open your eyes, you don't see the room, this cave that you're in. You see a land in darkness, thunderclouds, erupting lightning blasting onto the ground. And as you look around, you find yourself high in the sky on this tower of sorts, this black cable peeking high into the sky. And you look down, 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 stories below, easily hundreds of feet, and you see thousands of these circuitries moving around. And as you stand there alone, in just this moment of awe, of fear, of whatever emotions you are feeling, you begin to feel a rumble, and you notice that you yourself are on top of a giant circuitry, infinitely larger than the one that you are currently battling. And then everything flashes back into this room. You breathe in, you see, and the light fades out as you see this circuitry glowing, bending, twisting, looking to find its next victim.
Did we win?
You guys can respond.
I think my Teddy Ursa just like... my Teddy Ursa must be blind. It's at the center of this light.
Yeah, it might be blind. It might be.
I am. That's why I'm asking.
How's the recording? Is the feed okay? Is it still recording?
The feed is still recording, believe it or not.
That's a good ass camera.
Guys, my capture attempt, I don't know what it caused. I think I made it angry. I don't know.
At least you guys can tell. Be happy. It wasn't electricity. It was just pure energy. So
Is my turn done? With my turn?
that would be your action and everything. So it would be your Teddy Ursa's turn.
If anything, they were just amazing. Let's do it again. Let's see if we can get this thing.
Oh, goody goody.
Right. You already have my 8,000 credit thing. Let's catch another one.
You know what? Maybe Teddiursa could try talking to it now. Maybe we could try reasoning with it. But you know,
You could try.
Give it the beat.
can I do Pokemon handling?
You could
To
try.
try to.
I don't.
I
It's a
got
one shot.
17.
I won't stop anybody from doing anything.
I'm blind. I don't know what's going on.
Teddiursa's trying to use the power of friendship. Like this isn't you. Like.
Make good choices.
These
Are you
circuitry-
trying?
You know how like a kid's horror movie will have the character kind of like twist and turn and kind of face real close. You know how Coraline acts its characters out, or Nightmare Before Christmas twists its characters towards the screen. That's what the circuitry does to your Teddiursa. And if it had a face, it would be completely upside down right now before retracting and then looking at the bushes, because it now has its attention elsewhere. It is looking past Tapu Koko. It is looking past the rest of the Pokemon. That is, I assume, Teddiursa's turn then, because that was Teddiursa's move, technically.
We're both electric types? Does that help?
It does not seem to care.
Wait, the Teddiursa is also an electric type?
It might be. It might be.
Maybe.
Stop
I guess his
hooking.
turn's done.
All right.
That's
move
why they
on to-
sent you. That's why they sent you to Alola. You kept hooking car batteries up to your Pokemon.
It is now Ditto's turn, followed up by Karaticus.
Dedicate. The last turn that he's going to be in Dedicate form, because he's fallen out of it. He's going to zip zap zoobity bop right there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to use the old crunch
Give it a shot.
in hopes that on a hit, the target's defense goes down by 1 for 10 minutes.
That would be.
See what
That'd be
happens.
good. That'd be good.
That is a 10 plus numbers.
That does hit. Circuitry does not have a high defense.
It's all right. 10. Hang on. I gotta switch between screens. 3d10. 10 with a
It
3.
did 30 damage to me. Or no, it did
20
60.
damage on this, and his defense is lowered by 1.
Yeah, it's not happy about that. Legendary action.
Oh, don't do
It
that.
can't do that one again.
Good.
But it
what you
can.
get.
Oh, that is. Oh, well. Is there disadvantage at range in this game? I would probably say so. I'm just gonna say so for the sake of it. As when it gets hit, you watch as its arms intertwine with each other, and it's just this massive, that almost a very similar to light that bursts out the Pokeball, except this one is coursing with electricity, as it's gonna use Zap Cannon.
Oh!
I can make up abilities too.
That is going to be a... Ooh, hold on. You might have lucked out. That is an 11 to hit. I think it does hit, though.
I mean, if you're looking at raw defense, I have a 5.
That
You
would
have
be
Raticate's defense. Whatever Raticate.
Oh, Raticate, hang on.
Special defense. Special defense for Eradicate.
8.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna hit then. That's gonna... It's just this brilliant burst of, massive electricity. As I'm going to quickly roll this then. That is... plus... That is
Anything over 6 is
25 points.
unacceptable.
Is Ditto
The
down?
the last form that he was holding on to is just a goopy pile inside a really fancy suit.
Oh no, Ditto's down.
Not dead.
And boop, 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 boop. All right. Well, that's Ditto's turn. It's now your turn, Karaticus. You can recall Ditto.
Like Luke Skywalker would yell when he yells across the bridge in the Death Star, and you see him basically flip open the briefcase while trying to hold the phone, pulls out the one ball to suck him back in, and then throws out, "Delibird, deal with this guy! I'm done with it!" Or, "Here, Delibird, deal with this! I can't lose Ditto!" And you see a Delibird. I'm on the click. We're gonna drop him right about here. Just like pull him back, chuck him out. I don't know where Delibird is, so I'll deal with that in a minute. Oh,
Okay. If you got it, you
this
got it.
one. Right there. And as he comes out, you see this, what would normally be this super happy Santa Claus bird is wearing like a woolen beanie, a woolen over tight like sweater with a scratch across the face, a chipped beak, and an eye patch.
Oh my God.
And he is just like, early bird.
Santa slays.
Roll the speed. Roll the speed.
Delibird,
Save
hang on, I
us.
gotta pull him up.
Kind of want to
Basically
low
just
roll.
looking at like, you're looking at like the 40-year sailor. Low roll, he's a +4.
You want a low roll to be in this round. Oh no.
Just what you didn't want.
Yeah, 16.
I gotta scroll up so I can actually.
That
He's gonna be ahead of me again.
That Pokemon comes out and goes Delibird.
Bird.
Delibird.
All right, that should
No,
be.
it's like two separate words. Bird.
I assume
Duh.
you actually Pokeball your Ditto, as well.
Yeah, I pulled one back.
Okay.
Swapped the other one out. Like,
Okay.
did the transfer as his main turn as he's like trying to like keep the camera up while he's operating his briefcase. If anything, like half of his instruments and like cooking gear is falling out of it everywhere. Just like he's freaking out because Ditto went down.
I assume that's your turn.
Yeah,
Can you
that's about everything.
can you use that helping hand again, or is that like a once per day?
It's 3 a day, but because I have to swap my guys, that's the full action.
Oh,
Okay.
I guess I guessed it wrong. Oh well. Dion.
Yeah, if you're just putting a guy out there, it's a bonus. But if you're pulling one in and setting out, that's your action for the turn. And then if you have other abilities, you can try to do that. But because helping hand is the action,
Yeah, you have
like
to.
it tries to give you helping hands for the action. Then like bonus action, I command my whatever I'm doing for the Pokemon. So
All right.
can't double dip.
Dion, it is your turn, followed by your Golett.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and pass my turn because I literally can't do anything here.
That is okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just gonna waddle up behind the circuitry. He's gonna take one hand crack his knuckles. And he's just gonna start like, you know how like his little arm is like at a right angle? He's just gonna start spinning it as he winds up a shadow punch.
Oh boy.
So his defense is less than 15, so I don't even have to roll this. I'm just rolling to see if I crit.
Oh my god.
I did not, but yeah, I can't
Holy
miss.
Crap.
Yeah, Iron Hand. It's got stab and it has Iron Hand, which is another +4 plus the +4 from his attack stat.
Yeah, you kind of like, you know how a kidney punch will send somebody to the ground? You do the equivalent of a kidney punch on the circuitry. It takes the knee, and then it's just like slowly lurches back up still. It is looking terrible.
And just starts
And
I start doing it with him. Yeah, yeah.
as
Go.
your turn ends,
Uh-oh. I don't want to die, Daddy.
you hear the final rustlings. Even circuitry, once again, originally you see that it's ready to just swing on Golett next, to swing on Giovanni next, and it doesn't. Instead, its body twists, and you watch as its wires begin to almost flex to form almost larger muscles to brace itself. And even Tapu Koko, its eyes widen, and it darts out of the way, moving fast enough to then move behind the Golett, grab it, and pull it well out of the way. As from the brush you begin to see this massive red carapaced centipede-like insect. Its underside a vibrant yellow, though something is just very, very wrong with it, as it bears two pale yellow serrated mantis arms, and sprouting from its back are these scaled butterfly wings, glittering red with green patterning. Its head bears two antennae, moving as it snaps its head around, as it bursts out, assesses the situation, the commotion. First, it looks at your group. Then, as you look back at it, you see these three perfectly circular eyes, pure yellow color and in triangular pattern. It then cracks its gaze. You hear the snapping and twisting of its carapace as it then looks at Tapu Koko and finally affixes that same onto Xurkitree and launches with just this ear-ringing shriek. Slamming into Xurkitree, you see this thing.
That's a Digimon.
And
Real quick, my computer just like totally skitzed out. Apparently, our friend moved, and now we got this guy. We're safe. We're good. We're not dead.
You got this guy, and he's a big boy. As it slams into the Xurkitree, just pushing it into the ground, and basically like a full-on brawl, is just continually driving its mantis arms into it over and over and over again, until eventually the Xurkitree is knocked out. And you watch as just this little ultra wormhole opens up and Xurkitree disappears. And you guys are out of initiative. As after Xurkitree disappears, this thing and Tapu Koko seem to start talking in a sense. And afterwards, it starts to put out the fires. It looks at the lot of you. It sees you especially, but it doesn't understand that you're recording it since you're staring at it so intently, Kraticus, I assume.
If they're like moving around and talking, Kraticus would absolutely like move up and like just like start getting angles of stuff and just providing commentary like, I don't even know what this thing is. I don't even know that it exists, but it somehow kicked the crap out of this other thing. Well played. And Ditto's like up over here, like doing the slow, like, you know, like the mariner with the sack over his shoulder off the boat. He's got like that look, like hunched over, just walking over, pulls out a present, just like throws it at our ally over there, heals him for some 3d10 over there, and then this guy, my Kraticus main character, slowly like takes a Pokeball out to try to catch him.
The second you start to pull out a Pokeball, the Tapu looks at you and just shakes its head, like vigorously shakes its head at you.
I would, I'd listen to the Tapu.
Then kind of like pulls the phone, like still focused on them, but like whispering to the back of the phone, like, well, my friends, it seems that we're possibly out of options, and whatever this bug worm creature is, I don't even know that it's real, but maybe some cyborg robot, but either way, it saved us, and I'll be back in town tomorrow. Have a great day and make good choices, my friends. Goodbye.
This coward.
Which coward?
Did you not just ditch us?
No, he was
I'm there.
hanging on the phone. He was hanging on because
Yeah.
I'm talking to like the back of the phone, like I'm live streaming this whole
He's
thing.
literally
Oh.
just he turned our encounter into content.
yeah.
No, I pictured him just running with the camera away, like goodbye.
Make good choices now. Bye.
Good choices, everyone. Goodbye.
So
And then just logs off, and then he does pull out Ditto and like I have a superior potion. I give him one of those.
Might need a revive on that one.
Oh, I don't have a revive. Then I will hold tight on that.
I have potion water. I don't even have a potion.
Hey, if you guys got that would have been good for you. But
I'll run through the list of what I was able to buy.
Well, hold on. So, with that though.
No, I'm talking off stream.
Oh, okay. Unless there's anything else, you guys watch as and assist. You guys assist, putting out the flames. After doing so, this unknown Pokemon just looks at all of you. He kind of acknowledges you. Tapu Koko also does the same. And that bolt of lightning disappears. While this other creature, this other Pokemon, crawls, digs, and burrows into the ground, disappearing. And you guys collect yourselves. You do find your citrus berries. Large, just big, orange-sized, like big old orange-sized, basically strawberry-looking things. And they're just this beautiful, vibrant color. You might bite into one, and they're delicious. You share some with your Pokemon to help them recover a little bit better. Even the ones that were down begin to come to, at least for flavor. And after collecting what you can, you set off to return back to the festival.
And before we get back, I'll look at Catechus and go, did you actually stream that, or did it just record? Because there was a lot of static electricity in there.
I think that would be the first time that Kraticus like pulls the phone back on and it's like frantically panicking, like, no. Well, apparently I was only recording, but as soon as we get to town, this will be wonderful content. I will be...
That's excellent to hear. I'm going to stop him right there and hold up my badge. That phone is now property of the Pokemon Rangers of Melee Island, as evidence.
I'm sorry, I happen to be on vacation here. I'm not actually from this place. You don't have to worry about that. My father will deal with anything that is required of that.
You can have it back, but we need that for evidence right now.
Oh, perfect. Well, I'm traveling with you, so I'll hold on to it until which point I will turn it over to the proper authorities, ones that don't lie to us while we're traveling. Thank you.
Yeah,
all right.
Why did you lie to us?
It's called being undercover.
So how don't we know you're lying right now?
I've been under a blanket before, and that doesn't really change my identity. So I don't lie when I'm under a blanket, which is undercover.
Yeah, I would never lie.
I pinched the bridge of my nose. Look, sometimes police need to pretend to be homeless people or, scallywags, if you will.
Now you're a police officer. I see. So first you're a bum, now you're a ranger, now you're police. I totally believe you now.
The Pokemon Rangers are the police. Officer Jenny, heard of her?
I don't know if they have jurisdiction in Alola. I haven't heard of Pokemon Rangers in Alola.
Just put it on my tab, buy another phone, turn that in for evidence. It'll be fine. Just let us get back to town. I will personally. You can be with me. I will hand it in once we get to town. And that way, look. I have way too many contacts on this phone. Until we get to town, I would like to hold on to it. Please.
I watch him.
And then I'm happy to walk with you to the office of whatever captain you identify to be under. But please allow me to be... I need to at least have it until we get to town. And then, I'll walk with you and I'll personally hand it over. But I'm not handing it over until that point.
You can keep it as long as you do not upload that video until it's been examined.
Do you know something we don't know?
Amazing. I did great.
I would assume this would be the conversation the entire
all the way back. All the way back. As I'm immediately refreshing send. Refresh send.
And I need a hospital though for Litten. He's injured. He's never been beat up this bad.
There's a Pokemon Center in the station.
Okay. I'm worried about him.
He's fine.
He's not. He got hit with some. Is that even a Pokemon?
That's
I believe he identified as a Pokemon. I'm not sure though. We
That's-
couldn't catch him.
that's. All right.
What if he's lying about the Pokemon Center too?
Honestly, my friend, I don't know. This is all new. I'm not from here. I don't know these people. Honestly, your customs are weird. Why would you take us to a cave to fight whatever the hell this was?
Why did we get here?
That was not planned. That was not in the cards.
From
at
by
all.
who? Your superiors, in big quotes.
No. First off, my superiors had nothing to do with this. This was for the Kahuna. This is just a favor.
Oh, again, I can make up titles too.
You were
I'm the Duke of New Brunswick. I don't care.
I'm going to put a pause on this because I know you three can do this forever. I know you can, and it's beautiful. But
It is.
you guys set off to go home. You're able to take care of yourselves, take care of your Pokemon, and you guys are lined up for festivities and for questioning of what has happened on this day. And as we close out, we close with a number of questions. Why was that Ultra Beast there and so powerful? Why and what was that insect Pokemon? And how it had never been seen before. Though all of that will not be answered today, as our story comes to a close. Hello, this is post-session Krillig by himself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, share this with others, maybe become a member. And please, while Heals for Life and Biggins do not currently have channels or social media that you can follow, please do follow Thunder Zolt on YouTube, even though I'm sure he totally needs the help, having more subscribers than me. It was a blast to all work together on this story and have fun. I wrote plenty for it, and we were able to bring in people who knew Pokemon, didn't know Pokemon, knew D&D, didn't know D&D, and I hope that whether you know or don't know either or both, you enjoyed. So, again, if you would like to support this, share this with others, become a member of the channel, and we might just be live streaming these sessions in the future. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't do anything I would do. Please be nice to each other. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!